Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is that one guy. You know him from that thing that came out that one year, The Last Standing... Oh, wait, no, it's the one, it's the only, it's Dion Green.
Damn, man's already having a stroke. He's forgetting who he is introducing first, and I will not stand for it, damn it. I will not stand for you to piss on Southern hospitality. I will allow it.
Oh, that man chuckling in the background is the last standing Samoan Big Rig Nick Utam.
Dion, you're in Michigan. Southern hospitality doesn't exist up there, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, we're at least nice to one another.
Don't you realize that Michigan is like the south of the north?
There are parts that are like that, but overall, yes, we are the south of the north. In parts. Damn it.
In parts. Parts.
That's okay. The parts that count, and that's not where you live. You are very far from the southerly part.
That's in Ohio when you talking. I said that you can't turn that Ohio off, apparently.
Can't.
No.
You can't. That's okay. Why would you want to? Now, folks, we have a big show planned tonight. We're going to be making some big announcements. We're going to be having some fun on the show, and we're going to be entertaining you in the way that only world-class bullshitters can do. Now, let's knock this out of the park first, or out of the way even. Shrebbles08 sends in the word of the day. The word of the day is Magumbos. Star Wars, The Rise of Rey's Magumbos. How Stella got her Magumbos back, and there will be Magumbos. Is that a euphemism for tits?
I would assume so, yes.
Okay, then I'm cool with this word of the day. Perfect. Because it ties in, guys. Perfect transition from our friend Shrebbles08. If you like Magumbos or boobs in general, make sure that you guys check out Tits and Art. Tits and Art has been shipped. This is the project done in hand. So if you guys go over to titsandart.com right now, you can get yourselves a copy. This is the Teenator version. We only have 4 boxes left of these. That's not that many per box, and when they're gone forever. This project is not going to another printing. We have a few more boxes of the red edition, but this is a nice, big, beautiful book. This is 11 by 17, so you can see me in between these ladies. But guys, go to titsandart.com right now and get yourselves a copy. I'm trying to find a page that I can share on air. Here you go. You guys can check out that page with my face in the back. That's what you can look at. Oh, because you're in it too. You're on that page twice.
Oh, fuck.
Shit. So I appear in this book just technically once as me, but all the Wokebusters are in this book. Here you go, folks. Here's another what else can we share? Actually, just go to titsandart.com. We have a full show planned for you guys, but there's some beautiful stuff in here. Big, high-quality, glossy pages. Don't need to sell you all that stuff. Just know that when you buy from us, you buy the best quality products. So, folks, if you're not into comics, you can go to shopwcbs.com right now as well. Go get yourselves a t-shirt. Go get yourselves a mug. Go get yourselves a glass. As Valiant Renegade says, though, it's not just Jeff's tits. It's tits and art. So, yes, Jeff is in the book, but there are tons of tits. So, if that is your style, folks, it's art. It's beautiful. It's through Indiegogo for now. Titsandart.com. Now, guys, we have a lot to cover. I just wanted to get that out of the way. So, folks, excuse me. First off, over on Patreon, we have some new content for you. We have a 27-minute review of Velma. Our friend Nick has subjected himself to, well, what'd you subject yourself to, Nick, for the audience?
I subjected myself to the first 2 episodes. I know there are 4 out, but I just said, no, I'm not doing that. But I did the first 2. And I acquired them by sailing the high seas. And I have them, I'm going through them, by all the, going through all the bullshit that's in there. Just showing you, this is bad. This is entirely bad.
Damn.
Now, folks, we put a 5-minute preview here on the YouTube channel so you guys can check it out. Nick, my favorite part is when you're like, I shaved my beard, but it's still me.
Yeah.
Well, because I have to keep remembering that I've shaved and to tell people that because every now and again they'll see me like, what the like who it's like I don't remember you. Who are you? I'm just like, it's Nick. I shaved over the just. God damn it! It's me. I swear.
You know, I felt weird because I've been working on Wokebuster stuff behind the scenes, and you have a beard in that comic.
I know.
And so the way your head is drawn, it's a very specific shape, and then we build from that. And I was like, if Nick requested redraws without the beard, one, I would say no because I don't have that kind of time, and two, it would change my whole process of how to draw you, dude. Your head is
no,
the
I wouldn't.
weird
No,
shape.
I would not do that to you at all. I would not. No, there's no way I would do that to you. No, that's not gonna happen.
Thank you, because you're such a good friend.
Yeah, I'm not.
Now, folks, if you want to see Beardless Nick, and you know you do, go over to patreon.com/worldclassbs, and there you can watch the entire 27-minute Velma review. I'm going to be putting some more content. What else should we review for Patreon? Should we like...
Man, there's a mountain of things we can review. So many good things.
Yeah, that's very true.
Both avatars to get that shit out of the way. We can do the fucking really shitty Predator films if we want. We can do specifically a shitty Marvel series. We can do. I don't want you guys to watch the shitty Marvel shows, but we could do that. You know, we could torture one another for a lengthy period of time and truly bond as bros.
I agree. I think we should do all those things. Now, folks, we're going to bring this all to the membership program. Don't worry. So if you want to stay on YouTube, we'll make it easy as well. But I think we should do some Road to WrestleMania stuff this year on Patreon. Get some matches reviewed. We've done WrestleMania 13. We did Stone Cold versus Bret Hart. I'm pretty sure we did a whole commentary for just that one match. But folks, you can do some more stuff if you request it. Now, the reason we're telling you about our Patreon page is because we have some new patrons. So first off, I'd like to thank our friend Paul Otis, thank Munson, but I want to welcome Kyogre's Hideout for joining and editing their pledge to get to the video tier to watch Velma. So folks, we have posted the content. You guys can go check it out over there. Now, speaking of other content...
Wait, no, and also I finally, out of... because I found it because I thought I lost it, I did upload the Indiana Jones Crystal Skull drunk commentary we did.
Oh, snap, folks. There you go. You guys are going to get double content. We'll drop that over the weekend, so you guys can go ahead and watch that. That is not available anywhere on YouTube anymore because of copyright reasons.
Yeah, because like I lost it there for a minute, and I went through all my hard drives and everything, and I finally found it. I was like, oh, thank God. So when I was at work the other day, I uploaded it because they have fast internet. So, yeah, it's up there.
Now, guys, tomorrow is a special day. Folks, we will be getting copies of GoldenEye. It comes out tomorrow. I'll get on a stream next week, and we will see how quick we can work through GoldenEye. I'm going to guess. All right, guys, how quick do you think I can make it through GoldenEye? Dion, how long do you think it'll take me to beat GoldenEye on stream?
Speedway, like speedrun style, just like getting through everything?
Yes.
I want to say an hour.
You think I could beat GoldenEye in a single hour?
I have faith in you. I want to say an hour.
I love you, but I don't know if I have that much faith in you. But I mean, I'd say around that time frame.
Well, GoldenEye has what, 20 levels? Let me see real quick, because we'll do this on air real quick. Okay, GoldenEye. I don't want the multiplayer levels. I want the single player levels. Here we go. I'll even pull this image up for everybody out there in the chat. This is a show that you can watch along with us, not a show that you only can listen to. Now, we know a lot of you out there love GoldenEye. It's my favorite game. It's not just my favorite game. But, so GoldenEye has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 20 levels. An hour to beat GoldenEye, and you didn't pick a difficulty. On Agent, I could beat GoldenEye in probably an hour, because, well, that's actually not going to be possible. Because you technically beat GoldenEye at the cradle. You can go through the entire game, and I did. I beat GoldenEye in 8 days when I was a kid, but then I didn't realize there were extra levels that you want to unlock, so I would have to go back and do some research to unlock those. Off the top of my head, I could get from Dam to Cradle on Agent in an hour, because I won't get lost in the fucking archive, or excuse me, statue. Fuck that level. Statue's the worst.
Yeah, and once you start, it'll all be muscle memory anyway, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, I went over to the Nintendo website to try to get one of those controllers, and they were sold out. So
oh shit,
fun. Other than that, folks, last few pieces of information to get out of the way before we start the show. The Royal Rumble stream is this weekend, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're playing drunk games. What does that mean? Well, folks, if you go over to the description of this coming weekend's Royal Rumble live stream, you will find the drunk game rules. And Dion knows it's going to be a sloppy endeavor. It's going to be a fun event. And you can't wait, folks. This is the first WWE event on the WCBS live streams for 2023, and we got them all coming your way. Up next is whatever would be in replacement for No Way Out, and then after that is WrestleMania, which we will be at live. So if you want to come hang out with us in sunny California, come to WrestleMania. We'll have an event March 30th, 31st for Fandom Menace related stuff. We're going to get some other YouTubers to come and hang out, and April 1st and 2nd is WrestleMania 38. Yeah, that's what we're on, right? Yeah, 38, live from Hollywood. Come hang out with us. Get a ticket. If you can't, that's okay. Come hang out after the event. We'll have food. We'll have drinks. We'll have games. We'll go places. We'll do things. We'll make it an event. So join us, folks, this week for the Royal Rumble. Now, folks, Kendo will be here in a couple of minutes. So I wanted to wait, but... Oh, and by the way, Johnny718 Bravo, in tonight's wrestling segment, we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble. We'll be giving our predictions. We're going to share our favorite Royal Rumble moments, and we're going to share some of our favorite Royal Rumble winners. So wait for the wrestling segment tonight, folks. We want to hear your predictions, your memories, all of that fun stuff, because the Royal Rumble is the best pay-per-view of the year. Now, as I was saying a second ago, I wanted Kendo to be here so I could troll him, because this weekend, Dion, and Nick, of course, but you're not as much of the sports, is the Chiefs versus the Bengals. It's been a very interesting season.
Yes.
Who do you think is going to win this weekend?
Listen, as a fan of the sport of football, I don't know. I really think the Chiefs are going to win. But these guys are very close to the teams. Once they get fucking rolling, you cannot stop them. And the other one, they are a steady, good football team. But that is during the regular season. This is the postseason. Anything can happen. If there's a way for both of these teams to combine and beat the shit out of either the Eagles or the fucking 49ers, I'd be okay with that. But if I gotta pick, I'm gonna say the Chiefs. But I am not gonna be mad if the Bengals fans understand my pain, and Bengals fans deserve a champion too. So, and Joe Burrow, that white boy can throw the football. Him and Chase are a fucking monster together. All I guess the next decade is gonna be awesome as a football fan. But listen again. There's a elongated way to say I think the Chiefs are gonna win, but I am not surprised if the Bengals find a way to win this game.
I think the Bengals got this one because Patrick Mahomes slightly injured, and the Bengals have had their number for a while. And I know eventually everybody's got to come due, but I'm not on the team, so my actions will not dictate how well or how poorly they do. But based on prior run-ins with each team, I'm going to go Bengals. Of course, it's me. I'm from Cincinnati. But I think they got it, and I think it's going to be a Bengals. It's going to be a Bengals Super Bowl, and I wonder if it's going to be a repeat of Super Bowl. The Bengals have been to the Super Bowl 3 times. 2 of those times were against the 49ers. It'd be interesting if they played the 49ers and won, because it would be revenge from 1989, right after I was born. So find out next week, folks, what happened. Or be like everyone else in America and just check it on Google if you give a shit. And then, I don't know, tweet us. But we are not a sports podcast. We will give you one of those in 3035. Before 3535, there was the sports podcast. But be on the lookout for that, folks, in the future.
Well, I'm sticking with my boy Kendo, and I'm saying Chiefs. That's how I'm rolling.
You know what's going to happen when the Bengals win? I'm going to call you guys on Sunday personally and say, fuck you.
Hey. Cool, you know what? You know what? It happens, and we're used to it, so it's fine.
Well,
yes, I'll be like, yes, Jeff, I know. Fuck me, fuck myself. Yeah, okay, whatever. All right, good talking to you, buddy.
I'm surprised I like sports these days, but hey, go Cincinnati. Now, Nick, there's some news that happened this week, and I thought of you because a very famous film location was up for sale, and it's been sold to a very good owner. Now, folks, the 1980s has some of the best films of all time. You have films like Lethal Weapon. You have films like The Empire Strikes Back, The Terminator. But you have one film that stands the test of time from 1985, and it's a little film called The Goonies. And Nick, you have visited Astoria, Oregon, and had a wonderful time, correct?
Yeah. Oh no, dude. It was one of those things where it's kind of like, I love the movie so much. I went to Warner Brothers. I did the Warner Brothers tour a couple of years ago, and I saw the stage where they had the Goonies there, and then I went and actually saw the house here. Yeah, that's a house. Yeah, I did that this last October. It was wonderful, man. I saw the house. I saw the what is it? The jail. I saw where Chunk was, doing the pizza thing, the pizza place there, which is also a bowling alley now. I saw it all, man. It was wonderful. It was so cool to go to that small town and see everything. It was great, man. But no, I heard about this, and I was literally looking at my credit score and everything. I was like, can I borrow enough money to buy this house? Can this happen?
We should have just asked the audience. Look if they'll buy Dion leather chaps and inflatable suits, I feel like enough people could pool the money to own the Goonies house. We should have pitched this as a timeshare.
Here's the dream. Here's how this would work out. I wouldn't just buy the Goonies house. I'd buy the one across from it as well. That was Data's house. Okay. I would live in Data's house, and I would make the Goonies house a museum. And it would look exactly like it did in the movies. That's all it would do.
Well, I have good news for Goonies fans, because the new homeowner of the iconic home used in the 1985 film Goonies says he wants to welcome as many diehard fans of the film as possible. So this film, the home is 126 years old, and it was listed for $1.6 million, and it sold for $1.65 million to Kansas City native Baham Zachary. Now, he bought it as an investment, but he didn't want to keep it to himself. He bought it to share with the world, he said on PBS. Zachary, who claims to have seen the movie over 100 times, further told OPB that he does not intend to make the home his permanent residence. He also says he legally cannot rent out the home on a short-term basis, turn it into a museum, or use it for commercial purposes.
Oh, that sucks.
However, he intends to ensure the house is preserved so that diehard fans can continue to have access to it. We're just setting it up. People are still coming by every day. Goonies are coming up to the driveway every day and taking their pictures and doing the truffle shuffle, Zachary stated. And if I'm outside, I'm letting them walk up to the porch and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Here's the interesting part, though. While the Goonies home is beloved by most residents of Astoria, it has drawn the ire of some neighbors who do not appreciate the amount of traffic it has brought to the area. One neighborhood even unfurled a large banner reading, "Goonies not welcome." In response to the disgruntled neighbor, Zachary placed a banner outside the Goonies home reading, "Hey, you guys! Goonies welcome."
By the way, to actually, like, in the picture with this couple standing, to the guys, let's say right, is just a gravel hill with all the way down. It's very difficult to drive up, and it's even more difficult to walk up. So, like, this house is on a fucking hill. And the previous owners, I think you could get to the end of the picket fence here, and that's as far as you could get as close as you could get to the porch there. That was the previous owners, but yeah, they had a little QR code in that box behind them that's orange. You could Venmo them money or PayPal them money. You could leave gift cards or put money actually in that box. That's when I went in October. But I think one of the owners came outside when we were with our little group, and the dude was fine. He's like, "Hey man, we love the house. We're just gonna stay here for a little bit, take some pictures, and then leave." He's like, "Yeah man, that's cool, whatever." Because we were respectful. We were a small group. We weren't very loud, and we were just kind of doing our thing, enjoying it, with our tour guide. That we were, with our little group and everything. And then we just went walk down the street. Now, I think at the beginning of one of the streets where you go up to the house, there's like a coffee shop right there, like Astoria Coffee or some shit like that. But that's the one you see behind Rosalita when she's in the middle of the street, almost getting run over by the cops. Oh. That's the one you see there. Yeah,
I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah, the way things are shot is very ass backwards in the very beginning of the movie when they're chasing the Fratellis. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense like where things are once you see the town, but when you watch the movie, it doesn't matter.
That's what matters the most. Did they take you to any of the deleted scenes where the gorilla was?
No, they don't do that. But yeah, but not like you like the well, like it was a very small tour we did, and like it was like only the major major things here and there that would take us to. But I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could really like explore like the area and really like find, you know, where all the other stuff was as well, and really kind of like, you know, dig deep into where these things are.
Now, the reason I brought this up wasn't only to really talk about the Goonies. I had a question for you guys. If you could buy a famous house, and this is for the chat as well, what movie house or famous TV house would you buy, and what would you do with it? Now, folks, the only rule is you can't pick a movie home or location that's a set. So, like, if you're like, I want to buy the apartment of Friends. First off, why would you want to buy real estate in New York City? And two, that's a set. So it has to be like an actual freestanding location. So, like,
okay, a freestanding location. All right.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go with damn, man, that's tough. That is tough.
I know.
Well, also the house from Short Circuit is like not far from this one either. It really isn't. It's also an Airbnb.
Oh, we should rent that one year.
We should rent it on Goonies Day, which is June 7th, and go explore.
I'd be down. You guys
Hell
down?
yeah.
We got to get Domino's pizza though.
Oh, I'm in it.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's Oregon. They have their own artisan, like, you know, pizza that's like, you know, $30 a pie.
If it's good, it's good. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right.
There's a beer cracking in the background. Say hello to American Ramrod Kendo Slice, folks.
Yes, Jeff, I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late. Apparently tonight was cook everything in the fucking refrigerator Thursday.
I love that day of the week. That's why we do our show on Thursdays.
Oh my god.
It's like, it's 6 o'clock. You know what I got to do in a half hour? Oh, it won't take very long. Here I am an hour later.
Well, Kendo, we're glad to have you here, man. We're actually just talking about the Goonies house and how it's up for sale. Or sorry, it was just bought by a fan. And so I was asking the guys, if you could buy a famous movie home, what would it be and what would you do with it?
Victor Maitland's house.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Victor Maitland's fucking
That's a good
compound.
one,
That's what I want. I want the Victor Maitland goddamn compound is what I want.
So I've been to the house from Beverly Hills Cop 2, the one that he goes, there aren't supposed to be any right angles on this house. I've been there.
Yeah.
And it's weird how Beverly Hills is set up, because it's like, yeah, you have this beautiful palatial home, and then like on the other side of the street is shit. Like,
oh yeah,
like
no, that's
behind
that's
the
how it
house,
is.
there's yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it's a weird place, man, because like, yeah, on one side of the street everything's pristine and beautiful and clean. On the other side it's just fucking homeless people.
That's the California way of life.
Oh yeah.
Folks, let us know what houses you would like to
Listen,
buy.
man. Well, and here's the weird thing is like, you know, California's always in a drought, right? And you have
Not
about
this
2
year.
Well, I mean, you usually it is, but you have about 2 million homeless people. 80% of a homeless person is water. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, from what I understand,
Damn. So green up in this bitch.
I'm
Yeah.
just
You have
saying.
the
I'm
greenest
just
yard in the
saying.
land.
plus, I mean, there's got to be a drought because from what I understand is it never rains in Southern California.
Easy.
If this year that was the case, I mean, there was flooding.
But I mean, the homeless crisis would be fixed real quick if you started, you know, choppy, grindy.
Is it like a press? Is it, you know how you get cold pressed juice? Is that how you do it with humans? Cold pressed humans, you just kind of line them up.
Yeah. Why not?
How do you
dude? Why
extract
not?
the water from the blood, though?
Some crazy evaporatory process that involves boiling blood or some shit. Like, I don't
Science,
fucking
bitch.
know.
Think of it this
Yeah.
way: like if you cut
science,
yourself
bitch.
and you bleed into your sink, that water goes into like the water purification plant or whatever it is. So they know how to clean all that shit, literally shit and piss and things out of there. So I'm assuming they can take care of that. That should not be a problem.
Oh, that's fair. I just wasn't thinking
man.
deep enough on the question. So
man,
yeah, because
that's how you solve the the water problem. There you go.
And the homeless problem.
you know what we're gonna do, Nick. Since I'm still out here doing stuff all the time, what you'll do is come out and we'll basically invent the process and make trillions of dollars. Like the comic book California Hero isn't about like the people who saved the water and the beaches. It's the people that took the homeless and turned them into water for
Some,
for
you know
everyone
what?
else.
You know what? Not all heroes wear capes, Jeff. There you go.
Now,
Yeah.
supposing we did that, But instead of that, we learn how to harness all the atomic energy in one person's body and use them for like nuclear fuel.
Isn't that the plot of Superman 4?
Maybe I never watched it.
No,
Me neither.
4 is Nuclear Man. Because they harness, sunlight or some shit.
The power of the sun in the palm of his hand?
The people!
Power of the sun compels you.
To burn.
I think it's a different movie in a different scenario, but sure,
How
why
did
not?
it get burned?
That's a much more important question. What do you got in that bag? A shark or something? What do you think Nicolas Cage's greatest achievement is?
Being a movie star.
Yes, just being Nicolas Cage movie star.
I was just gonna say being alive, but that's fine.
The fact that Hollywood thinks that he's bankable and still pay him for doing shit. That's what's amazing.
But he is bankable, bro. I paid
Yeah.
to see everything, or not everything, everywhere. The unbearable weight of massive talent. I paid for that on day one. It was worth it.
Yeah, and the fact that there was the self-referential movie came out about the dude and made fucking money. I think that in itself is hilarious.
Yeah.
And shows you how much he's affected pop culture. I mean, he's been acting since the early 80s maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, he's still doing stuff. Of course his career kind of slowed down and came back up, but he came back up.
Isn't he in Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
He is.
Is
Okay,
he?
I thought that was one of his first movies.
I think he's an extra with because like Eric Stoltz is like one of the stoners, and I want to say Nicolas Cage is one of the stoners with Eric Stoltz.
Okay.
I think.
I mean, look, Eric Stoltz has been an extra in other movies like Back to the Future. He was the extra Marty. You get to see his hand in one scene.
It's the extra one.
Correct.
There you go.
Maybe for the 40th anniversary they'll give us the Eric Stoltz cut.
They should. That's the last thing that they can give Back to the Future fans. We don't want Back to the Future 4. And yeah, I'll speak for everybody. I'm that guy. We don't want Back to the Future 4. We don't want all this extra new shit. We want the Eric Stoltz version of Back to the Future remastered, meaning you take the full movie, you put his footage in, it's in 4K, it looks like Back to the Future. Don't give me this George Lucas bullshit where we're going to put it out in standard definition because whatever. No, man. You give me that movie where I can't even tell the difference between scenes. The only difference is Michael J. Fox and Eric Stoltz. That's what we need.
100%.
Yeah. We should... Bob Gale, Bob Zemeckis, call WCBS. If you need to give a third party the rights to Back to the Future and you don't want them to go away to somebody else and make a fourth movie, give them to us.
For the love of God, give them to us. They will. Yeah, they'll be good. Nothing will happen to them.
Nope. We'll never reboot it. We'll never remake it. We'll never sell it. The only thing we will do is put out a super sex nuts edition of the Back to the Future trilogy in 4K, Blu-ray, digital, DVD with the cartoon series, the Eric Stoltz cut, and free hand job from Dion for everybody that buys one.
Shit, Dion.
Whoa.
You ever finish those first round of hand jobs, brother?
He did not.
Yeah. It was on it was a low down thing.
Hurry up, quicker.
That's all we'd ever do is like every 5 years make a big party out of it and then show the movie and then that's it. That's all that would happen.
Mm-hmm. They get re-released in theaters. Not a big deal.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Miss Ninja Julian in the chat has tagged us on Twitter with his copy of Tits and Art. Folks, if you want to see how great Tits and Art looks in person, get a copy. But if you want to see one online before you buy one, go over to WCVS on Twitter. Miss Ninja Julian has posted the book, the stickers, all the fun stuff, so you know what you get. Would you guys want to watch an Eric Stoltz cut of Back to the Future 2 and 3 where they just deep fake him in the film?
No,
I would.
Or would I?
doesn't belong
That'd
there.
be weird. That'd be weird. Oh man, that'd be so strange. Yeah. He doesn't belong in the other two. The first one's fine, just to kind of have that would be good.
The first one's fine because he was in the fucking first one for 80% of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what would make me extra happy is if we can get him to do a commentary. But,
Oh,
like,
that would be
not one
fun.
of-
Where he does commentary about his version of it. That'd be great.
Yeah, and it's not like him doing commentary in like this really corporate way. It's gonna be like, yo, man, tell us the truth of like what it was like after they fired you and all that shit too.
Yeah.
Like, I want him to just be brutally honest.
Yeah.
Be like,
tell us,
yeah,
tell
Be like,
us all
in
the
this
bullshit.
scene right here, what did you do exactly to piss the Bobs off? Because they seem pretty cool. Like, how much of a douchebag were you being at this point?
Yeah, how method was your acting?
Right.
Or how meth was your acting?
How much in the process did you believe?
Too much, brother. Too much. Now, guys, before we check in with the audience, let me tell you one last thing. I thought you guys might find this funny. So, last year, like everyone else, we were enamored with the show Squid Game. This year, Squid Game has become reality. Have you guys heard about the Squid Game game show over in the UK right now?
No.
I've heard I've heard some things. Some things I've heard about. I don't know what exactly is going on. So
several contestants on the Netflix reality show Squid Game: The Challenge reportedly required medical assistance on the first day of filming in the UK as temperatures reached freezing point. According to Variety, the players were among 456 contestants taking part in a round of red light, green light, the popular start and stop children's game, at a former airplane hangar north of London, where temperatures reached low of 0 degrees Celsius on Monday.
Okay.
British tabloids spoke to multiple players who revealed the cold, harsh reality of playing the game in freezing conditions. Some people.
Okay, whoa. Hold on. These people got injured and sick from playing in what would be 32 degrees temperatures.
Yes.
Jesus, what a bunch of bitches.
Doesn't it get fucking cold in England anyways? Like, aren't they used to that shit?
It doesn't usually get that cold, but still, like 32 is not even cold. Like 0 Celsius, that's not even cold. I'm still outside in a t-shirt and shorts in 32 because I don't think it's cold. I don't get cold until like 20, and even then I just put a hoodie on. But seriously, so they were playing red light, green light. Nobody was shooting at them.
Sadly.
I hope nobody was shooting at him, although that would make it more must-see TV.
I agree.
So they were just playing red light, green light. I'm assuming like running across this airplane hangar without trying to get spotted for moving. Dude, okay. The soccer players over there playing those temperatures, and you don't see them dropping and bitching and complaining. But then again, I guess they are professional athletes, but still, bunch of fucking bitch-made bitches. That's why your empire's in tatters, and, we took our country back.
Didn't we also steal their royal family, but nobody wants them?
We got part of it. Like, the ginger came over, so it's not like we got one of the good ones.
Yeah, we didn't. Now, Netflix enlisted contestants from across the globe to take part. So some were likely less accustomed to cold weather than others. However, it's believed that fewer than 5 players required medical attention. And Netflix released a statement that said, "We deeply care about the health and safety of our cast and crew and invested in all appropriate safety procedures. While it was very cold on set and the participants were prepared for that, any claims of serious injury are untrue."
Oh no, they were outside in the cold and they got an owie.
Could you imagine, though, like, for real, if people died playing real-life Squid Game?
I
Just
love
flat
that.
out. They're like, "Hey, we're cutting to real-life Squid Game," and they're dead.
Well, I love how the article you read was pretty much fucking clickbait because it said Squid Game, real life game, people injured, and we're just like, and the first thing is green light, red light, green light. We're like, what the fuck? Did they get shot or something? What happened? And it's like, no, they were just really cold and uncomfortable. These motherfuckers.
Now remember, you can't spell ignorant without IGN, and that's exactly where this article came from. So
there you go. There
Mystery
you go.
has been solved.
Now, the one thing I did want to...
IGN.
Oh my god, they're going to do some bullshit. All I wanted to say, though, is you can win $4.56 million in prizes if you can make it through the cold 32-degree weather.
I mean, it sounds like you're not dying, so you're just going to be, like, uncomfortable for a while. That's about it.
I would literally just stand there. I'd make it to the middle and just stand there and wait for everybody else to quit playing because they were too cold.
Well,
be like, Rupert over there looks like he's a little chilly. Might want to check on him. Over here, it's fine.
Well, there's a reason why we weren't invited to play. All right, so Dion, actually Kendo, since you were the last one in, pick a number between 1 and 69, and we'll check in with our audience.
In honor of that deadly, horrible temperature, I'll take a 32, please.
A number 32 coming right.
Let me sleep in your bed.
Thanks, Ray. It's weird, though. I have to be careful because I'm talking about Ray and Ghostbusters. It might be Ray Stantz or Ray Parker Jr. World's greatest dilemma.
A little too meta there, bud.
I know. So, Shrubbles08, thank you very much for the word of the day. But we do have a second super chat from Shrebbles08 who says, I'll take a Back to the Future motorcycle and a Joe Rogan high as fuck, please. Sure, no problem. First up, your Joe Rogan motorcycle. Oh, sorry, your Joe Rogan high as fuck.
Imagine if you gave a white supremacist 5-MeO DMT, and then as the first one, as they're exhaling,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Joe. And then finally, for now at least, we have our new Back to the Future cycle button. Now, let me check to make sure it's the right Back to the... It just says Back to the Future motorcycle, guys. Do you think he means Biff or Doc?
Biff.
You think it's Biff? All right, we'll press Biff. Thank you very much. That guy's dead.
Oh yeah,
Be on the lookout for our shirt in the future.
bigly.
Bigly. Dixon Cider, what's up? He says, why do they call boob sweat and not humidititties?
I like that.
Boob sweat's easier to say.
I don't know. Humidities is pretty good. Some people are such treasures, you just want to bury them. Centaurs for Dion in a random button.
Oh my god.
All right. Would you hang out? Okay, Dion, how do you feel about the centaur from the opening of Hercules, the Legendary Journeys?
I mean, he's in the shadows. I can't see the motherfucking face. I don't trust that dude.
I feel like Dion's extremely untrusting of centaurs because they're half human, but they're also half horse.
Yeah.
And they can't really pick a side.
They should. How was Motaro for you in Mortal Kombat?
He's all right. He's all right because he had his part in the actual movie too. He really opened
not
up
talk
the
about
other
that,
side
please?
of things. I'm just saying.
All right, so we had a request for a random button. Here you go right now.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
Right now.
When does golf season start?
A little bit, I think. Right
Doesn't
around
really ever
February.
end.
I mean, there's that.
When is the next notable golf event that some people will care about? April?
Yeah, Masters weekend is in April, I believe.
How much do you care about the Masters?
I watch it.
Well, before that, let's put out a Happy Gilmore drunk party because that's the perfect time. It's the Masters. When it's Masters season, Happy Gilmore will appear. You guys down for that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, dude.
It is the greatest movie of the 21st century, and folks, we will be here to celebrate it in April of this year. Yakase says, welcome back, Jeff. Hello, boys. I hope you're well. We are. We're very well. Now, Johnny718 Bravo, as well as anyone who else has sent in a super chat on wrestling, please send in everything you'd like to send. What we're going to do is I'm going to make a pass at the end for the wrestling segment, so that way we can get everything. We don't go on any tangents. We stay on track for tonight's show, just like we're going to do on Sunday. We're going to have a lot of fun. Like I said, it's drunk games. It's like our version of War Games, but better. Yeah, there's no cage, but somebody might actually die on this show. So, there you go. Cesario Japan says, nothing. He's next. Shrebbles08 says, I'll take a you get what you fucking deserve motorcycle, and also back to the Magumbos and a fistful of Magumbos. The way it sounds, it's almost like you're saying my gumbo, and so you guys want a bowl of soup? Sure, why not?
Fuck yeah, dude. Gumbo's great.
We've had great gumbo. Down in New Orleans, we had all the gumbo, etouffee. We need to go back. It's been far too long.
Menage a trois.
My favorite of French words.
Mm-hmm.
It's like menage a trois, beignet, and
Croissant.
all that butter.
Surrender.
Yeah,
mean-
plus we need to go to that crazy goth metal club that Kendo loves.
Dude, I went in there and they were playing some serious fucking satanic death metal. I'm like, this is my jam. The red lights were on. Nobody there looked like they gave a fuck about anybody else being there, but you better not start any shit with them because they'll be nice to you until you do. I'm like, this is my type of people. We just want to be left alone to drink our beer, listen to our, death metal, and just be left alone.
I was so shit-faced in that place, I didn't even realize how fucked up it was when we were in there.
Oh, it was quite fucked up.
wasn't even that bad. It's not like there was people being led around in like fucking leather daddy outfits or anything.
No, but there's a club like that in LA.
I can believe it.
There's a
They
club
also
like
have
that in
they
every
also
city.
have they also have Wednesdays. So you know.
Like Adam's Family related Wednesday.
Yes, they do.
At a
Yeah,
club like that.
all the girls dresses Wednesday Addams.
Okay. If that's your thing,
It's
like
not though.
I'm a Morticia fan myself. If I'm gonna pick an Adams Family member, but
Yeah, same here because she was the adult.
yeah, I'm
I
not.
mean, yeah, that has a huge part in it. Yeah.
That club, yeah. that's one thing they advertise like twice a month. It's like Wednesdays. I'm just like, good for you. Whatever works.
Since we're on this topic of Wednesday Adams, did I ever tell you how my cousin dated Christina Ricci's cousin and how weird that was for a minute?
No, which is
Yeah,
that
like-
sounds hilarious.
Yeah, back in Ohio, my cousin dated a girl whose cousin was Christina Ricci, and like you would hear like it was you didn't like I didn't learn anything crazy, but you'd learn what she's like as a person, and so that's cool. So before they split, man, I was 1 degree of separation away from being related to Christina Ricci somehow through marriage.
Awesome. Yeah, Ryan McCarthy. Yeah, that's the name of the club exactly. I've been there a couple times while I've been out there.
You don't say.
Is that the one Javesh took you to?
yeah, it was. I think one of the first times I went out there, I went there, and then we went for I don't know some night they were having. We went with a couple of our friends and just drank and had a good time.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's that button you requested.
Get what you fucking deserve!
Oh my gosh!
Thank you. Sejorjan says, in the UK, we have a game show that requires people, or that injured people. Japan, game show that injures young woman blowing bugs into each other's mouth in 24-hour no laughing or get spanked punishment games. Dude, Japanese game shows are awesome. You guys remember the old SNL skit with Mike Myers and Chris Farley?
Oh yes, yeah, man.
That's an all-time great.
Does anybody speak English here?
I know. I mean, that's why I watch Ninja Warrior, because it's like somebody's gonna screw up and
Yeah, or MXC.
oh yeah, MXC. Yep, that's another
Nothing
one.
was better than MXC.
Oh
dude.
my god, dude.
Dude, there was some game show clip I saw once where they had to like say this poem or this song as fast as possible without fucking up, and if they did, like this catapult whip thing clocked them right in the balls.
Oh,
I'm sure that clip exists on YouTube somewhere.
I'm sure it does. Well, I mean, there was also Wipeout there for a bit. I don't know if that's still around
Yeah.
or not, but like where you're in a fucking vest and you have to try not to get brain damage.
oh, that's the
Right.
same. Since we're on the topic of these weird ass shows, have you guys heard about Power Slap?
Yep.
I've heard it's becoming a thing now. All of a sudden, like they want to make it an official sport you watch on TV kind of thing.
Yeah,
It was
it sounds like a
on-
bad idea.
It is. It's a bad idea already. Dion knows way more about the contact and combat sports than anybody else, but yeah, the slap show's real, and people are like getting fucked up from it. It's kind of dark.
So there's actual slapping competition that's been around. The one that's getting a lot of traction now is Power Slap. That's been brought forth by Dana White. Now he got it from the slapping competitions that are in like Russia and in Europe. There are some smaller ones in the U.S., but the difference being obviously it's backed by Dana White, and he was about to get on TBS and all that stuff. But he has a lot less rules in his power slapping league than the international ones do. So you can't clubbing is a rule. You have to. A lot of leagues you can't. There's no stepping, so you have to be at the table. You can't move your feet. Where in the power slapping league, Dana clearly has put it in motion for a lot more knockouts. So that's what the issue is, because anyone can get knocked the fuck out by someone with a quote unquote slap if you're hitting them with the heel of your palm. So he took a lot of rules out. And that's why a lot of folks are dumping on Dana's league.
Well, have you
Jeff,
heard?
I
What,
found that clip. Here you go. It's in the chat.
oh, thank you. I'm going to be showing a clip in a second. I'm going to check that out. But you guys remember Chris Nowinski, the wrestler turned, the Harvard student turned wrestler turned brain expert. You guys know him, right?
I do.
Yep.
He tweeted out the other day this clip from the Power Slap show of a guy basically getting brain damage on live TV. And I'm not going to show it because it's really fucking hard to watch. But seeing the article, learning about the Power Slap show really made me think and realize that we live in either the Running Man or Idiocracy. Because it's like these bullshit ideas for TV shows and entertainment. It's like before we had TV shows that were elaborate, then they got stupid, and then reality shows kicked in and they were done cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And now, we're here at Slap Fight or Power Slap. And I just want to know what you guys think could be a more extreme and stupid TV show than something like that. Like, extreme. Like, when do we get to Ow My Balls?
If you play that clip I just showed you, we're there.
Well, listen. I'm all for, like, I guess more program violence on TV because that's where things are going anyways. Like, I feel like people kind of want to see more of that stuff as time's going to go on. That's just how we are. Because I mean, football only, football can only go so far. And there are only so many crashes in NASCAR, and you kind of want to see a lot more violence than you would normally. And I feel like that's where we're headed with a lot of entertainment.
Plus, it's not like these people were forced off the street at gunpoint to participate. Like, they signed up for this stuff. So if you're stupid enough to stand there and just let somebody fucking smack you as hard as they can in the head, then you getting brain damage. I got no sympathy.
Oh yeah,
I think you're a fucking idiot for doing it, and I would never do such a thing. But you signed up for it. You put your signature on the line that told you that you were going to get smacked in the fucking dome really hard, and you went through with it.
Yeah, well, I just want to know what you guys thought of it.
Yeah, it's that's the other side of it. There's a lot of people who don't realize that. Not everyone who does that is the sharpest tool in the shed, and especially someone like Dana White.
Good. Then we're taking out the lowest common denominators. Natural selection at work.
Easy. Goddamn. That's an Appalachian way of looking at life. Shit. But sometimes, some dummies, they deserve to know about CTE. Shit. I feel bad, especially when they're getting shellacked. And Dana White's like, "Oh fuck, that's so cool," and then he won't pay you.
Wait, Dana White's not paying people?
It's not. He severely underpays them.
Oh yeah. He says like, I need the money for lawyers and streaming and this, that, and the other stuff. But like, the man's worth like a few $1 billion. Like he can afford to pay people.
Well, the UFC is worth a few $1 billion, and the overall revenue that the UFC makes, the fighters get like 20% of it as a whole, which is just criminal.
I didn't realize their take was that low. I mean, they're the ones dealing with the brain damage and taking it. I mean, we watch those gnarly hits all the time at your place, dude.
Man.
Ask Mike Tyson how that goes, and then when you get a chance, ask Don King.
Oh God,
is he dead?
No, I think Don King is still alive.
I think he might be. Maybe. That motherfucker.
Either way, I don't miss him.
He's gonna be in his 90s.
Yeah, he's still alive. 91.
That was a good year.
91 years old. That's crazy.
Wow, good people die young.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's what Lewis Black said. The good die young, and the old just become assholes.
That's true. Now, like I said, we live in a Running Man. I'm excited for our game shows that have flamethrowers and explosions and Sub-Zero and Master Blaster and all these other people. Is Master Blaster a part of that movie?
I don't.
Mad Max.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
That's Thunderdome.
Mad Max.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Mad Max. Sorry, folks. I got my
Beef Supreme is the one in with the flamethrower and Idiocracy.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and I think Joe was thinking about Dodgeball with Blazer.
Laser,
Taser,
and Michelle. One of the dumbest jokes in that movie that I absolutely love is the part where Stiller's trying to bribe Vince Vaughn with that money, and Michelle comes out of the bathroom, and Vince Vaughn's like, "Dude, courtesy flush." It's such a small moment that always gets me.
That's a good one. That whole movie is good.
10 out of 10. I love Dodgeball.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
R.I.P. Rip Torn.
Rip.
All right, Kendo, let's see what this Japanese game show is about, shall we?
Ayaw! 大体ガキの使いあらへんで、キキキ奇跡の魔術師、松本人志水中大脱出イリュージョン
Dude, this lulls you to a sense of contentment.
大
You're
体
like, oh,
ガ
he
キの
got
使
it.
いあらへん
This
で、
is
キ
easy.
キ奇跡の魔術師、松本人志水中大脱出
Oh, right in the balls.
I think that's called the chicken whip, Jeff.
はい乗って
Oh man.
こちらはい見て
One more. Let's see if he gets it.
はい行きましょう皆さんもよい大体ガキの使いあらへんで、チキチキ5元芸人救済
Oh.
痛い絶対痛いわはい次行こう
Watching people get railed in the balls still hurts.
Oh my god.
はい行きましょう田中
I don't think they're all gonna make it, guys.
No, I
I
don't
haven't
think
watched
so
it in a long
either.
time. Do we want to bet on it?
All right, you haven't watched it in a long time. What are we betting?
Let's put $1 on purple guy makes it through.
Duke's Brothers bet on purple. Got it, folks. Here we go.
はいよー大体ガキの使いあらへんで、チキチキハゲの男の勲章だ、ここにこ田中負けなき決済違う
Oh no.
God, that one rocked him too.
That was the best nut shot. Oh god.
Did it happen from the back?
No, he
think
took
so.
it
It
from
looked
the
like it came from
front.
the back. Oh my god.
It's always a surprise when it's coming from the back.
Well, we only got 2
That's
guys
what
left.
she
We might
said.
as well press on.
Wait, red guy just quit.
He's like, fuck this now, man.
He's like, yeah, nothing to do with it. Purple's still recovering.
Listen, man, you saw the paperwork, all right? That's how it goes.
はい、お客さん見てください。いいですね。はい、行きましょう。はい、よーい。第1回ガキの使いあらへんで、チキチキ狂気乱舞、男だかぶった
I'm glad this guy's getting hit in the balls. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go.
That one went all the way through, too.
That one hurts even worse. It hurts even worse.
All right, we're on to the last guy in red. Is he gonna make it?
I don't think he is.
Our Japanese listeners are like, I know this one.
Yes, if you're a listener from Japan, tell us where we can find more of this game show. Why would you have Don't Get Eliminated or the Most Extreme Elimination Challenge? No, I don't speak Japanese, man. It's fairly certain he's saying, I don't want to do this.
Come on, bro. You gotta recite the poem and take it like a man.
言えたら大丈夫もうちゃんと足ここ乗せてみんないや怖いわこっち怖いわ
He's trying to like adjust his junk and shit.
ちょっと待ってはい続いてのタイトルはこちらはいいくよはいよーい大体ガキの使いあらへんでチキチキ山崎ギョクジャクジョクジョクジャク
You know,
Oh, God, that's awesome.
I hate to bounce this off of this, but if anybody feels bad for these guys, you know what we have to say about that, right? Quite simple.
I mean,
Should we do that with a nut slap now?
Yes.
Remind me next week. We'll do that. Nut slap Joker button. So
People are just now tuning in and go, what the fuck is happening?
we're expanding our international appeal.
Yeah,
Kendall.
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
We're trying to break into that elusive Japanese market. Commodore Perry did it. Now it's our turn.
Oh god.
Yes.
We should break into the indie market by drunk streaming RRR.
Bro, we should break into the Indian market by rebranding this show with you as the host.
Yeah.
And drawing you, and I'll turn you into like one of those Bollywood heartthrob dudes with the artwork, and we will sell to that country, and we will make $1 bajillion.
Oh
it'll be Nick Utam's World Class Bullshitters, starring us. They don't even have to like us. We're just there for you.
Oh my god.
No, the thing is,
Oh,
if Nick's the host and in charge and everything like that, they'll be fine with us. They don't give a shit what we look like at that point because the Indian guy's in charge.
That's true.
I mean, Samoan guy. Kayfabe, bro.
Yeah. My picture will change from the drawn one it is now to Kendo's favorite actor, Kunal.
Dude, he's Pakistani, man. Why would you do that to yourself? And can we please go a week without having to talk about fucking Kumi Nabjabi, please?
We can stop. I mean, if you want to go on, we can, but that's up to you.
Unless he said something stupid again this week, and I wouldn't put it past him. It just might not have got published.
He's alive, so he's done something dumb this week, but it hasn't made the news, so we won't cover it.
Oh man,
Dion.
Yes.
We should dress, or in the artwork for the WCBS Indian edition, we should have Nick be Benny Lava. That jacket is so fucking cool.
Yes, abso-goddamn. We had a couple dope-ass jackets in that video.
So, Nick, we used to watch this video on YouTube. It's just titled Benny Lava. It's where they take an Indian song and they put phonetic sounding English words.
Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Because, and for somebody like me listening to that, and reading the subtitles, it makes no fucking sense because I know exactly what they're saying, and the words that are on top of it are just gibberish.
Well, to play
the English words that are on top of it are just gibberish because I know what they're saying. I know what they're actually saying. So
I love that. That's how you feel because we watched the version without English subtitles, and we only could understand the Benny Lava part. So when we're watching this song in Hindi, we're laughing there singing all the Benny Lava parts because we have no clue what the fuck. It's awesome. Even if we knew what they were saying, I'm pretty sure we would scream Dion swims in a BJ and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if it's an older movie, it's probably just some fucking love song about some guy confessing his love to some girl that doesn't like him or some shit like that. Because that's how the last 20 years of Indian movies, or I should say 30, 35 years of Indian movies have been. It's just their love stories. They're either love stories or they're weird war movies between India and Pakistan that just haven't happened, or they're historical films. Those are the only three subjects they ever did.
So the Pakistanis are your bogeyman, how we were just always fighting the Soviet Union from the 60s through the 90s.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's how it was. Yeah,
that makes
100%.
sense.
Yeah. Because I've seen some fake war movies of these guys on the front lines of India and Pakistan, and they're they're getting shot up and carrying mines underneath the Pakistanis tanks and blowing up with them and blowing up the tanks. And I've seen some wild shit, man.
Please
they make wild shit. Trust me.
There is a Bollywood version of James Bond where James Bond, Indian version is sneaking into a Pakistani, Soviet facility or something.
No, that movie's called Octopussy.
Yeah, good point.
And it's terrible. We saw it. It's on Patreon, folks. Listen to the commentary.
No, but yes. I'm sure there is something like that. I just have to because I know that there is an Indian version of The Gift that I watched as a kid, and I was I know this movie, and it was just redone The Gift minus nudity. There's also the Indian version of Freddy Krueger called Mahakal.
I know that one.
Yeah, a lot of people know that one.
Is that the one with Girly Ma, the Thriller video?
Yeah. Yeah.
See?
He wears the fucking jacket. He wears Michael Jackson's jacket in a fucking dance number. It's so weird. It's so strange.
How awesome would it be if there was a Bollywood version of Temple of Doom?
It's called Temple of Doom.
Yeah,
I know that is, but what if they took one and they're oh no, we got to make this one ourselves too? And I can only imagine what that would be like. Or it's just the same movie, they just put it in mirrored version, when people put stuff on YouTube so they don't get popped.
Probably. That's probably what it is. Probably 100% what it is. There you go. You found it.
Oh, dude, I knew you said Indian Thriller. I went, Girly Ma? I know the fucking song. I see this.
Yeah. Here's a shitty thing about Indian music on YouTube. If you play the song, it'll get copy struck.
You notice this is muted.
Yeah. That's how it is because they're assholes over there. Anything to make a buck. They'll copy strike it immediately.
Maybe not her, but the women in these tend to be pretty hot too. So, Benny Lava, that chick that's a fine Indian woman.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing: this is probably the '90s, but they're always 10 years back with their fashion and what they do. So anything that looks like the '80s is probably the '90s.
So you're telling me Benny Lava's not from the '90s? It probably could be from the year 2000.
Probably. Even a lot of the movies, I think they haven't been shot on film in 10 or 15 years. Just recently. And they've all gone to Reds or Aries or whatever. They've all gone to that recently.
You know way more because one, you're a filmmaker, and two, you have a much better view of the world.
Yeah, he's smoking.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the damn name of the film. It's nobody can figure. Wait, who's Tamil Nadu? Maybe that's
Probably
her.
the main actor.
Oh, okay. Well, folks, we are not going to spend the rest of the show.
Yeah, let's not do that.
If you'd like, see, folks, we won't sell out to China, but we'll sell out to India.
Yeah, that's fair. I got nothing against India.
Who does? I mean,
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
China
does. China does.
Yeah, China.
I don't really know about global politics right now. I just want to avoid global thermonuclear war. We should watch War Games soon.
Oh my god, War
absolutely.
Games, yes. Wait, should we watch War Games and also what the fuck is it? My science experiment or something like that? Is the kid who builds the nuke for his like project or something?
I'll only do that under one
Oh
condition.
no, it's called, I think it's called Manhattan Project or something.
We can do that, no problem, but we have to watch Real Genius first.
Oh my god.
That's the
So we're gonna do like 80 science movies all in a row. I'm entirely fucking down for that.
Basically, folks, we're just gonna be playing some of Nick's favorite movies back to back. We'll even throw in a fucking episode of Scooby Doo. Where are you at the end, Nick?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then this palate cleanser, he can watch the season finale of Velma.
Easy. It was almost a slice of fried gold, then you fucked it up.
Yeah.
I mean, dealing with you watching Velma would be a slice of fried gold.
Well, Kendo, go over to Patreon.
Well, we
and
did
watch
watch
it. If
Space
not, I'll
Jam
just send
together,
you the
so I know
video.
he can handle it.
That's true. That's a factual statement. I was there.
Yeah, you saw it all. Oh, man. So the folks in the chat are having a wonderful time. Folks, so are we here on the show. Do us a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. It's not about our egos. It's to let YouTube know that you enjoy this content. And it helps us become easily searchable, meaning more people can find the content that you like. So go ahead and do that. And if you're listening on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, or other forms of streaming, give us a 5-star rating. Again, not for our egos. We don't care. It's just to help us find more listeners. So that always helps us out. And it's a lot of fun when we go to, Apple Store and we have like a 4.9 out of whatever. It's like, all right, cool. Brian Light made 100 accounts. Thanks, dude. God, we're taking it back talking about Channel Dad.
That's right. The one, the only.
Yeah, the first fifth bullshitter.
That's right.
Remember when we had like 8 people on the show, Dion?
Oh, man, it was good times. Good times. A little hectic, but we made it work as a new family.
Oh, good dudes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have some other topics to talk about tonight. So, let's talk about Rick and Morty. Now, Rick and Morty is one of the most famous animated shows in history, and it's created by a guy named Justin Roiland, who has found himself in some trouble. Have you guys heard about any of this?
Yep.
No, because I don't follow Rick and Morty.
No, I haven't.
Oh. Now, I don't really I wasn't following any of this until the news dropped the other day when I saw Adult Swim put out a tweet that said, Adult Swim has ended its association with Justin Roiland. Rick and Morty will continue. The talent and dedicated crew are hard at work on season 7. So this image popped up the other day and I thought, well, Rick and Morty is pretty much done because, there's a lot of money behind it, but Justin Roiland has been accused of being a domestic abuser, and so they cut ties with him, and the one problem is he's kind of the show. He's the voice of Rick and Morty, and does a lot of weird stuff, and contributes a lot to the show. So basically what I want to ask you guys is, one, do you think audiences will care about his accusations enough to stop watching the show? And we'll go from there. So we'll start with you, Dion. Do you think audiences will care enough to give up on Rick and Morty?
It's a tough one, man. I think the way things are now, culturally speaking, it depends on the property. I think in Rick and Morty definitely has a very loyal following. We were really into Rick and Morty, in the first 4 seasons, I think, and then we kind of fell off.
That break killed the show for me.
It did. And we watched the season after the break, but it was just like, Archer and shit is out. So we and plus, it's funny, but it's not really changing all that much. But yeah, I will, if anything, people will stick with it to see what's going to happen. I think a lot of people are going to be very curious as to where the show goes or how good it stays. But overall, I do think, even if it's just out of curiosity, a lot of folks are going to stick around and still watch the show. They're going to have a drop off, but I'd say there's going to be a significant majority that stick around.
Nick, what says you?
I mean, I understand why the companies do this, but it's also like these are allegations.
Right. Yep.
And they should take it with a grain of salt and kind of like go through the investigation and figure out what happened. Not just have a knee-jerk reaction and then like maybe fuck yourself over from a lot of money and audience members and people like that who are going to like watch the show. I mean, maybe what you should do is just stop production on season 7 entirely and then do the investigation and then come back to it and see what you got to do. Because to all of a sudden have the knee-jerk reaction like Netflix did for what the fuck is it? One terrible Indian guy who's the comedian.
I'm sorry.
Aziz Ansari?
Aziz Ansari, thank you. Yeah, they had that reaction with him, and they had to fucking eat it. There was no apology or nothing like that. They gave him a third season of a show, which is really shitty, but they were wrong. And I know that seldom happens, and but it's a possibility. And I don't know. I think it's going to be half and half. They're going to lose about 50% of their audience with the next season, with what's going to go down. But once again, I'm going to wait to see what the investigation yields. I'm not going to call say the guy's this or that right now.
What about you, Kendo? What are your thoughts on the situation?
So these fans, the hardcore ones, are the same ones that fucking got all wild and up inside McDonald's over Szechuan sauce. So clearly they will follow the show to the ends of the earth. So I don't see them having any distinct amount of drop off. If they were still with it after how shitty the show got after like season 3 or 4, they're not going to turn back now. They're going to stick with it. You'll get a few pearl clutchers that'll dive off over the deep end on it and say, nope, we're done here because of the fact that, reasons. But at the same time, for the most part, everybody's going to keep watching the show. If it gets really shitty quality, then they might start losing more people, but I don't think this is going to be enough to drive them away.
That's the point I'm on too. It's like this fan base is super loyal, and I've interacted with a lot of Rick and Morty fans and read a lot of shit online, in these communities, and I think this is a thing where the people will continue to support the show. It's got to be the quality of the show, and that's a conversation for another day. But I think this one will weather it. It's oddly, it's not oddly popular. It's hugely popular, and the fan base is very, very. I don't want to say diverse because that's the wrong type of word. I'm trying to go. It's just a deep fan base. It's every walk of life watches Rick and Morty. So what'd you say?
Devoted
is the perfect word.
I'm a devoted fan. I've watched all the seasons, and like I understand where people say it dropped off in season 3 or 4, but to be honest, I still like the current seasons. Like I've watched all of them. I binge watch them as soon as they come on, and I like them.
But you don't like Velma.
Can't blame him for that shit.
Have you seen the new Velma, Kendo?
I've been watching clips. I do not have the fucking wherewithal to watch that whole episodes. That's for damn.
I feel for Dion's family if he has to watch one episode. Like, there's gonna be some repercussions from somebody. Somebody's taking a hit somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, it is a terrible fucking show. It is terrible.
Damn.
It's kind of racist, but okay.
Him and Mindy Kaling, they the same.
Yeah, well, and here's a fucked up thing. I can make a better show than she could, and I'm not gonna fucking force.
Based on the clips I've seen, you are not lying at all, sir. Because she messed up, man. She messed up.
Well, yeah, and it's more of a narcissistic thing that she's done is putting herself in the goddamn show. I would never do that. I'd be like, I know the characters, I know what needs to be here. If you want to make something adult,
she went full Steven
do that
Seagal.
Yeah, she went. Yeah, she did.
Well, I'm glad we got into Velma too, because it's the worst. The one thing I wanted to bring up about Velma, it's become the worst rated animated show ever on IMDb.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's bad. From what I hear is they might actually get another season as well.
Well, listen to this. On IMDb, the show has a 1.3 out of 10 with 50,000 votes. As a result, Velma has become the worst animated series and the third worst rated show on IMDb. The worst rated show is The Pogmentary, a documentary about football player Paul Pogba, followed by Turkish musical drama Itzi Bu Benim Maslim. Interview with Variety. I don't care about that. So yeah, Velma. You think it's rumored to get a second season just because people are talking about it?
If it does, it's purely to just try to stick it to people like us that don't like it. To say, you think the show's so bad? Well, it's been renewed for a second season.
Well, I mean,
you got to say about it now?
no. If the ratings were a little bit higher, then yeah, I could say that. But the ratings from damn near everybody, Kendo, is that this show, like, I swear to God, this show has brought together so many fucking people across this wonderful great nation.
Like
it's ridiculous.
Yep. Yeah, like, people, don't get me wrong, you have your regulars, but everyone, obviously hardcore Scooby-Doo fans can't stand it. They're unanimous from the fucking jump. Animated
people love that shotgun.
Listen, well, again, that's that entire argument that this show has had from the beginning. You paint yourself into a corner, and then you're stuck in there, so they zigged when they should have zagged. And Mindy Kaling apparently is not the flavor of the month anymore.
She hasn't been in a long time, dude. That shit's rancid.
Well, I love her in that, and
Mindy
the other
brick wall.
Well,
if Mindy Kaling was a flavor, Nick, what flavor would she be?
pralines and dick.
There you go.
I mean,
well, hold on. She's Indian, so it'd be pistachios and dick. So there you go.
Pistachios and dick?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna like that ice cream.
Yeah, pralines and dick is right down your alley.
Apparently.
No.
Sure.
Oh
God!
Well, no,
preferred ice cream of world class bullshit.
Well, no, it's. I think her and there was this other Indian chick who had like her own like late night show or whatever on YouTube.
Lindy Singh.
Yeah, her show's like low rated as well. So it's kind of like maybe don't let the somewhat famous Indian females like make their own show.
No. We're not saying that. Well,
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying that.
Hold on. I think this specific. That is very specific, but at the same time, it's a weird cultural conversation to have right now because obviously we're it's the fucking land of the woke, land of the brave right now, and then on top of that, you have other groups of folks who want to be noticed too, and those examples, while you're not wrong, that I think that's an example of the AI generated portion of popular culture right now. And right now the AI thinks that, Indian women are very, very, very hot right now. Because holy shit, these two things have been fucking terrible. Especially when it's two specific who happen to be Indian ladies who are obsessed with racial humor. Like, I mean, it is, I mean, literally you can look up any compilation or any breakdown of Lily Singh's show and she makes so many jokes about white people. It's a lot. It's an uncomfortable amount. And then obviously you have Mindy Kaling, who, oh my, the Office is a great show, all that bullshit, but the Mindy Project or whatever the fuck that was, everything else that she's in, it's this really weird self-loathing thing going on. So yeah, I think that portion of the POC community are going through a very interesting phase right now, and yes, it happens to involve those ladies. Holy
Dion,
shit! Yes.
did you
Damn,
see the article?
that was the most tiptoeing you've done through a goddamn Lego module I've ever heard in my life. Can we get goddamn Dion for 2024, please, for president? What the fuck was
I
that?
knew that you guys were giving me shit.
You were sweating trying to undo your tie. It's like, listen, man, listen, she's okay, but
I'm trying to keep. I'm giving us the floor right now. This is the floor. We can't get no. We hitting the floor right now.
Dion's sweating like he's like he's Nixon and Frost Nixon, just like
I was
God.
taking
Just
my
relax there,
time. You
Millhouse.
dig? Taking my time.
Yeah, I was like, you tiptoed so much around some bullshit in that whole speech. I love it. I fucking love it.
Now, Nick,
but here's the truth. She needed some fucking black comedians in that writer's room. Okay.
Listen, I mean, that's and this is the show about, we talk like regular people, I mean, obviously we laugh and we joke. That just goes like when shows and studios and executives actually, if they were to give a shit about diversity for real, for that reason, that's why you make rooms, especially writers' rooms, if you're going to have a lot of people. That's why maybe you need some black folks in there. Sometimes you need some suburban mom writers. Like sometimes you need those, single white, what I'm saying? Like those ingredients make things good. And holy shit, Lily Singh's show was so bad. And, based on, obviously I haven't seen it yet, based on a lot of the reviews of the new Scooby show, it is just, it's not good. I mean, that's before you even get to the rumors of why it's really bad right now.
Well, yeah, apparently there's a whole fucking conspiracy and a 4chan forum about it and shit.
Well, there's like 3 of them.
Link me.
And, that shit is wild and entertaining as shit. But especially, again, getting specific with Lily Singh and Mindy Kaling. Sometimes call up your black friends that are writers and have them come by and have a once over. Call some of your other friends that aren't so into the self-loathing thing. You need that humbling portion of your process that makes it actually good. And I think, again, Nick, you hit it on the fucking head, man. Like, she needed some black folks in that room. Like, this shit is whack. Like, at the very least, it's not funny, let alone cringy as shit. Damn. Oh, both those things are fucking, oh my God, so bad.
well, there's an article over on Mashable that's talking about Mindy Kaling's South Asian representation, how it's dividing people.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I took away from the article, because I started working on a video from it, but it's way more in depth than you can, just talk in front of a camera. The one thing I wanted to say, though, is like the article wants to make Mindy Kaling, they want to absolve her of, the negativity and stuff. But I'm like, all of her characters are exactly the same unlikable, douchey, mean-spirited whatever. And so I wonder how much is like, when people write articles like this, they're trying to talk about racism or this and that. It's just like, I don't like unlikable characters, and it's a trope. It's mostly female characters these days. I watched the animated show where Danny DeVito plays the devil and his daughter's the voice of it, and it's the same situation of unlikable female protagonist, and that's why I stopped watching it. I don't get what the trope of unlikable characters is. It's shitty writers that are pretty much assholes themselves, but like nobody. I personally hate this shit, and so many people are turned off by it too.
Well, I think what it is that here's my personal opinion, anyways, is that the female writers are getting in there to try to write female characters, and their idea now is like, how you write the guy who's like the courageous asshole. Theirs is like the bitchy woman who's the hero, but it's just like as soon as you're the bitchy woman, people just like a lot of people are just gonna be like, oh, this is you. I'm not gonna watch this. Like it's just gonna be you complaining for like 30 minutes or more. I'm out, and so people just cut it off, and I think that's what it is. As opposed to like the asshole hero or the anti-hero who's kind of like who has to be the asshole in order to get shit done. That's different. But once the female,
I think, to your point, I think the difference is, I guess, to your point and also to Jeff's initial point, the female main characters right now are, the trope is to make them unlikable. And then to combine that with your point, yeah, they were assholes, but there were exact male copies long ago where those movies flopped because they were unlikable. And again, this is kind of one of the reasons, the foundations of the fucking show, going back to when we talked about Star Wars. The pendulum, is swinging, and they're not making characters that are interesting for the sake of telling a story. They're making characters to make up for, the past injustices and all that other stuff that's happened over this course. So, their scope is very narrow, so it's not so much that like, hey, the guy characters work. It's like, no, the guy characters that were assholes didn't work either. Hudson Hawk was a failure. One of the reasons why it was a fucking failure was because he was annoying as fuck and unlikable. The multitude of remakes from the 90s, from the early aughts, from the 80s that didn't work because the male character was unlikable. Don't get me wrong. I understand your point that there were way more male characters than female characters, but there are male characters who are the assholes who do not work. John McClane isn't a pillar of popular culture because he was an asshole. He's a pillar of popular culture because he was a flawed character who made the right decision and the audience rooted for him. Combine that to Hudson Hawk, played by the same guy, the AI generated parts are there, but in the movie, when you watch the movie, he's unlikable. He's annoying as fuck. It's a good bad movie, but the movie flopped because people go to see the movie. It's not John McClane. That's some asshole who kind of looks like John McClane. And that's where Elizabeth Banks and Lindy Singh and obviously Mindy Kaling, that's where they lose sight of it. Yeah, we get it. Like, yo, we want cool female characters too. Ripley wasn't unlikable. Linda Hamilton, she was intense as fuck, but she wasn't unlikable. That's why Jennifer Lawrence sounds like a fucking idiot. It's not just because like, hey, it's funny, you kind of made a dumbass comment. And then, yeah, there were more other female characters, but the ones that are good are fucking solid. Leia is not unlikable. You wanted her to win. If anything, you see her in the first Star Wars movie, you're like, oh my God, she's gorgeous, and she'd be shooting motherfuckers at point blank range. Like, you root for the character. Compare that character to fucking Rey. Again, she's so hard to like. And that's where they make the fucking the mistake. You can have the pieces in place, but if your character's unlikable, if they're an asshole, if a regular person who has a 9 to 5 goes to watch your shit and they watch this character and they don't like them, you're not gonna give your money to see that motherfucker again. It ain't that difficult.
No, it isn't. And it's funny how you brought up Sarah Connor being, whatever, but not unlikable. The older I get, the more I watch it, I'm like, man, you are such a shitty mom of a character, right? And it makes me dislike her because people are like, oh, Sarah Connor's a strong female character. I'm like, no, she's a nut bar who ruined her kid's life. If anything, she is the example of a terrible mom and a fucked up situation. Like, I get it, lady. A time-traveling robot tried to kill you in 1984. Not easy to get over. I'm sure you tried. But, like, I think society puts a little too much on her because she's like a badass chick. I'm not taking that away. But, like, good versus, like, good morally, I would put Sarah Connor as a good, complex, well-written character, but she is not a good character, meaning like a good person.
Right, but you root for her. But you root for her over the course of the film because what? She fucks up again. Like, people forget about T2 isn't just about, Arnold Schwarzenegger comes back looking like a badass. He's a fucking Terminator versus a Terminator, and he learns to become human. The other half of the movie is about Sarah realizing I fucked up. And then you start rooting for her because when her son and his Terminator come to stop her from killing Dyson, she's like, you came to stop me. He's like, yeah. And then she hugs him like she realizes, fuck, I've been fucking up my kid this whole time. So you're 100% right. She's complex and she is a bad mom. That's why you don't, John Connor's an annoying ass fucking kid, but you don't want to punch him in the head So he falls off the bike and gets run over by the semi because he has a legitimate. His mom's a fucking bitch. I mean, damn. And then she learns to be a good mom again. And then she has, hope for the future because you start to root for her. And these characters don't have, Mindy Kaling's good at being the bitchy background character because Kelly was funny, but she was goofy as fuck. You have these other shows where her characters are they're a bitch. Like you don't want to hang out with them. You don't like them. Velma comes out, and from the clips I've seen, she's a bitch. Like she's talking about Fred's dick and stuff. And it's like, no one's gonna ever want to be friends with that girl, let alone watch the goofy ass adventures she gets in with her fucking white friends. No one wants to watch that shit. And Linda Hamilton made you root for her.
She did, and her sister too. Folks, if you can spot
Yeah,
her in
right.
Terminator, you'd be impressed.
John.
Oh god.
John.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, and the deleted scene in there where they're both doing where they're taking out the bullets of from Arnold Schwarzenegger, where it's like both of them in the mirror kind of thing.
Yep.
That was a wonderful deleted scene that I think is in the Ultimate Edition if you buy it recently. That's come out.
I don't think I've seen the original cut of T2 in decades. Like I've been watching alternate edits for a long time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that's one of the movies that's better in other editions than it was theatrically. Like I know society gets hung up on the Star Wars special edition versus the original, and yeah, that's a different beast. But not all special editions are shit. I think some of them are just better. Terminator's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
That scene with Kyle Reese definitely makes the movie better than just it not.
It does. I mean, it really it is funny how obviously the movie was already 2 hours when the theatrical version. So I get it. I'm glad that he picked that part to cut out as opposed to other stuff. But the Kyle Reese part and then them flipping the switch so he starts to learn. That's a huge part because that's John standing up to his mother. That's another example of what you're saying where she's being, not the smartest. He's like, listen, if you're going to fucking say that I'm going to save the world, you have to listen to me. And that's a huge part because the motherfucking Terminator ends up, learning what love is and all that bullshit. So, I think you're right, man. God damn, that's probably the best example, rather, of a special edition being better than the theatrical version.
Well said, Dion. Well said. To answer Rob in the chat, I think there's 7 versions of Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of versions of Blade Runner.
I mean, look, Blade Runner has the alternate. What is it? The Ultimate Edition? That's the one that I think is the solid cut. I've watched them all. I just like that one. Do you guys have a preference for a Blade Runner edit?
I guess I like the final cut more, but even then, and how much I love Blade Runner. Even I can't remember all the fucking differences, but yeah, I guess I gotta go with the final cut as my favorite version.
Anybody else have an opinion?
Never saw it.
I didn't realize.
I like the extended cut. The extended cut I think is good because it has all the parts in it that they deleted and they took out, and I like that a little bit more because it gives a little more depth to the story and to the characters.
I grew up with Blade Runner on tape. It was my dad's, and so when I first watched it as a kid, I was coming off of Star Wars and Indiana Jones, going, "Oh my God, Harrison Ford, yes!" And then I had already seen The Fugitive, so at that point in my life,
God, you watched The Fugitive?
Yeah, I saw The Fugitive.
No, it's solid. No, it's solid. It's solid. It's great. I just love it. That was one of the ones you watched as a kid. Like I fucking love it.
The Fugitive is the best TV show.
I don't care.
Movie ever. Yeah, exactly. I love that movie so much. But yeah, I was like I said, I saw it before I ever saw Star Wars. I saw The Fugitive probably in 1993. And I know it's a 92 film, but I saw it on tape. I remember my mom had a friend. The friend let us borrow it because they were part of the the Columbia Home Video Club.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
God damn. First of all, thank you for making that reference. That's a fucking core memory unlocked. But it's also a testament to how much older we're fucking getting. Jesus.
Oh, we're old.
Christ. That unlocks.
just for a penny.
Coast.
Just for a penny, you can get 20 fucking CDs.
20 fucking CDs. Oh my god. Goddamn.
And
How
now,
much time
and,
do
and,
you
and-
lie?
yeah, and now Columbia House is no more because people kept like doing that bullshit.
Damn, dude. That's wild. There are a lot of things to remember back then that aren't no more. That ain't no more.
Mhm.
Blockbuster, the biggest one. Those motherfuckers could have bought Netflix, and they decided not to.
That was the dumbest move in business history.
It's top 5.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
definitely-
it's
yeah.
up there, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Like to not bring in the thing that ended up being what killed you. Woo, woo.
But
Imagine
yeah, but
not
also,
having Netflix, the Blockbuster app. God damn.
yeah, but also to think that you're that big that like nothing will change is like it in itself idiotic. Like, oh yeah, well people will still be renting things from us like 10 years from now. It's like, yeah, think ahead.
Yeah. Well, hey, we had the conversation a couple weeks ago about the biggest mistake that not just businesses but individual entrepreneurs, influencers, whatever. They don't know how the internet works. And goddamn, I mean, you need a bigger example. There are very few that are bigger than Blockbuster not buying Netflix. Holy shit.
Yep.
So how did this club work? Okay. How many movies did you have to commit to? Oh, Jesus. This thing was a scam.
It was. No, it was. It was entirely a scam.
Oh yeah.
Well, isn't it exciting that you could have got Lethal Weapon 2, Lethal Weapon, Raiders... In a row, they had all the Lethal Weapons and Indiana Jones movies over on this side, so
Nice.
sign me up. There were some decent movies back then.
little late for that,
Yeah,
Jeff.
man.
Little late for that.
Well, let me get on this thing called the internet, and I'll just stream all these movies tonight. Or
You
watch
could,
them in
man.
4K.
God.
YouTube, what the fuck is that?
It was only a
what?
scam if you didn't remember to send back the members' choice per monthly one you had to get in time, and then had to buy it for full price. That's what I saw a thing about those, like the DVD clearinghouse deals and things like that. That's what they thrived on, was people not fucking sending that shit back in time. And then you had to pay for it. And it was usually a marked up price.
They were saying on here, at their peak, they brought in $1.5 billion annually.
Wow. Back then, that's a lot of money.
Jesus.
Now it ain't shit. But back then, it's a lot of money.
You think we're going to live to see the world's first, quadrillion annual business?
No.
I mean, if you look at the family that owns the oil in the desert country over there, they're trillionaires.
They beat
Listen, I
Bezos?
think,
Yeah.
a lot of them are. I mean, shit. I mean, look at the kerfuffle that came up just from the rumor of them buying WWE.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
yeah,
that's very
that made me
true.
angry. God, folks, it's going to be fun when we get to the wrestling segment tonight. We got the Royal Rumble this weekend. There's a drunk watch party,
Yeah.
and we're going to get to do some predictions tonight. So send in your predictions, send in your Royal Rumble memories. And, folks, we're going to cut some promos this weekend, finally. I'm going to call these motherfuckers jabronis on air, so you can join us. And if you got some great promo idea... Oh, wait, that's what we could play.
Doesn't
this
work
week.
for me, brother.
Oh, brother, you're going to get some creative control. Don't worry. What we could do, guys, is the audience could send in a super chat as a prompt, and then we have to cut a promo on each other with that prompt. I think that would
Ooh, I like
Folks,
that, sir. I
treat
where
it like
your
an
head's at.
AI prompt where you type in,
Easy.
Macho
easy.
Man, house. But basically, Dion, I want you to cut a promo as the Macho Man, why your car's been foreclosed on by the bank. Like that kind of shit,
I like it. I like it.
Folks, that'll be Sunday.
You know what?
At
You know what,
7:45
Jeff?
p.m.
You know what? You should sign up for Chat GPT and see if you can type in like cut me a promo as Stone Cold on Macho Man or something like that. See if it'll do that for you.
Do you want me to do that? Oh shit, I'm on the website right now.
No. You don't have to do it right now. I'm just saying eventually. If you can do it right now, that's cool. But not, no pressure.
I'll sign up eventually. It's safe, right?
Sure. Sure.
I love their ringing endorsement. They want my Google account. I'll give them my Google account.
Yeah, sure. It's safe. Yeah. It won't read your thoughts or anything. I swear.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I feel like our phone. Well, they just listen to us. It's not like they actually can read your mind.
Right.
But it's like, man, I googled the weirdest. It's like it's not even googling weird stuff. It's like, let's say you Google shoelaces, and then you get a million ads for shoelaces. It's like, all right, I hate that shit about my phone.
Oh, I do. I fucking do.
Yeah.
Sometimes at night when I get bored, I'll randomly yell about products I never want to buy just to see if the ads pop up. Denture cream, denture cream, denture cream. I'm yelling at my phone.
Easy, Kendo. Don't say that shit too much.
He's already got a pack in the kitchen. It's okay.
No,
Why
I'm
don't you
still
keep your
content.
Depends in the kitchen? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Let me get this Columbia House stuff off the screen. I'm sitting here trying to read this list. Like it's a weird thing I have is if I find old catalogs, I will sit and read them like they're brand new, and then like start to think like, what am I going to get from this catalog? And then I look at the date. It's like ordered by June 1994, and I'm like, shit. I think I might have
missed
that
it by
window.
that much.
They might still be
Thanks, Max.
open. You don't know.
So one of the greatest things we ever got to the P.O. box was from Salvador. Folks, if you've ever watched Batman 1989 on VHS, you know that one of the best parts of the videotape, besides the wonderful film, is the commercials before the film.
Yep.
And they have one for the Warner Brothers studio catalog. And so Sal sent me the catalog that corresponds with that movie, the one that they're actually calling for you to send in for. And man, I think I did a video on it. It's like an hour long. I wanted to buy everything in that fucking catalog. They had like Lethal Weapon 2 crew jackets. They had Batman costumes. They had like Joker busts. I love catalogs. Folks, send us some catalogs to the P.O. Box. That Nintendo Power magazines. We'd like to have them all.
Mm-hmm.
Kendo, could you mention a comment slam where we just talk about old magazines?
Dude, I'm there. I love old magazines too, just because it's always like a walk down memory lane. Like that one day we had that toy catalog that we were looking through. I was like, man, I fucking remember looking at that very toy catalog in like 1990. I didn't get any of the shit that I asked for, but I remember looking at that catalog and asking for some stuff.
That's how I would do it too. I would get the Toys R Us catalog and circle what I'd want. Like, hey, Mom, I want this, this, and this. Because back then, when I believed in Santa Claus, I was like, Mom, it's okay. You don't have to pay for it. Santa Claus covers it all. So I was just a child. As I got older, I'm like, oh, thanks, Mom. Christmas is not easy. Now, folks, we're getting closer to the wrestling segment, but I guess we should check in with you guys because we've covered a lot of stuff so far. Hey, Kendo, have you not picked a number, correct?
I have.
Oh, you have? Who hasn't picked one? Dion?
I have not.
All right, Dion, pick a number, please.
It was between what and what?
1 and 69, sir.
Give me nice and 69.
And we've seen
Tomorrow night, you twinks.
Dude, have you seen the trailer for the Xbox version?
I have not.
So they basically remastered the game in 4K and did everything they could do to make it look just like the original. So it doesn't look any different, except it moves at a much smoother frame rate. And like that weird jerkiness of the cutscenes is all smooth now. So
Is it on Game Pass?
it is on Game Pass starting tomorrow.
Well, then I guess I'll have to download it on my Xbox Game Pass because I plan on playing it tomorrow night if I can even have a chance. I haven't played video games in, see, what year is this? I don't know. But if somehow I get through all this stack of shit that I have to do before this weekend, because it's all due on Sunday, and I'm busy Sunday, I might try to play some of that this weekend.
Ooh. I'm going to play after we do our Rumble stuff and take care of business that way, because I know that I will... God, I'll play GoldenEye for 20 hours straight. I'll just replay all the levels over and over and over.
Okay. Yeah, I plan on sitting down and beating it all the way through on Agent and then Secret Agent, the 00 Agent. I'll do exactly what I fucking did as a Ute. I will just be fucking just plowing through all this shit. Just be like, I got to beat all and unlock all the shit again.
That's exciting for me because, I mean, that's my favorite video game. And, I mean... Every other game gets a remaster, and GoldenEye hasn't because of rights issues. But now, instead of that bullshit Daniel Craig version, it's the original GoldenEye. So, folks,
Oh, thank God.
I'm going to do a speed run next week on our Twitch channel. and we'll see how much I remember of GoldenEye. Actually, the thing is, GoldenEye is kind of like a show like the Power Rangers or Batman the Animated Series, where I never really stopped. Like we'll use Batman because Power Rangers I did stop watching for years, but like Batman, I never stopped watching that cartoon. So like when I go back to watch it, it's not this like experience. It's just like, oh, Batman's on, because I never stopped being the show for me. Same with GoldenEye. It's like, oh man, I'm playing this classic game I love. But I've also put like 300 hours into it and played it on every emulator I can get. So I love that. And Kendo, if you get it on Switch, we can play online against each other.
I'm gonna get it on Switch too, dude. It's like a Ninja Turtle game. I bought it on Switch and still download it on Game Pass.
If they did a physical release of GoldenEye, I'd buy it.
Oh,
yeah, I would too.
That'd be fun.
Universe.
Oh shit!
What?
So, peek behind the curtain. Tomorrow, I got another day 3 of in-service training. Let me tell you how much fun that's been. And but tomorrow, our service training only goes for half the day. And then we get our hour lunch, and then we have to report back to our home buildings by 1:30 for active shooter training. But it's all on Zoom, so I can just watch it all on Zoom, and I can always sneak something.
Wait, hold on. You have your training on Zoom?
Well, it's just like a video and like how to do these. Like, look, my biggest thing is to prevent myself from being a victim. Is I'm cool with all the kids. So I'm like, I feel like if anybody were to do that,
oh my god,
you're gonna be like, I ain't going after Coach. He's cool, but
fair enough.
But at the same time, we've got that training tomorrow, so I'm like, oh shit, I could totally take my Switch with me to work and sit there and play. Because the last couple of days I had to report for last year, like it was the school was dismissed, kids were not there. It was just pack up your classroom and shit. I was already done, so I literally just sat there and played Majora's Mask for 2 days. It was awesome.
Yeah. Did you ever make it to the third day?
Yeah, I have to find my Switch, man.
Eventually, I mean, I got back home and I was just like.
Sorry, that was the nerdiest joke ever made on this show. What were you saying, Nick?
Oh no, I need to try to find my Switch because it's been boxed and put away for a while now. I just haven't touched it because it's just not something I use a lot. So I'll just go and try to find it.
It's a good system.
I'm just not. It's not for me. I'm not using it a lot. So I'll usually use a PS4 or the Xbox. That's about it. So
hey, well, GoldenEye's on Xbox, so there you go.
No, I'm gonna download it on there for sure. That's gonna happen.
You know what I learned is a magical feature about the Switch?
What's up?
It's not waterproof.
Oh. I heard that
yourself. You just learned that too, huh? Well,
yeah,
you from the past learned the hard way too.
That's why DJ is still scrubbing trash cans.
That's right. That motherfucker is his favorite toy is sunlight.
Lucky for him, it's up, 8 to 10 hours a day, so he has plenty of time.
Well, shit, over here in Michigan, this shit. We in the cloudy state. We in January. Son, his ass is. You go to school. You better not cut up. You already on thin ice, son.
Michigan, where it's always gray this time of year.
Oh, God.
And kids get in fucking trouble.
When don't they?
Yeah. Better than Seattle, where it's just like for 1 year they didn't have fucking sun. So,
that's where the grunge movement came from, Nick.
Yeah, because they were just so unhappy all the time.
That's why the chop happened.
The chop.
Like Kai-en-Tai chop?
Sure. That was a better chop. Chaz chop. Never mind.
All right, so we were talking to the audience. Let's go back to that. Thank you, folks. We're here every Thursday night. Make sure you guys join us each and every week on World Class Bullshitters live on YouTube.
And keep smashing that muff button.
Holy shit. We got a giant super chat from Joey the Lazy One. He says, Jeff, please read this before pushing the special button. You guys ready for the special button?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Woodrow Wilson would never say...
they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix. your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning. If we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3%, I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice.
He is correct. Woodrow Wilson would never say all men are created equal. He would, but he'd only mean certain ones.
He would if the
That
microphones
son of a
were
bitch
on.
doesn't sound like a very nice guy.
Dion, I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
Now, you think we'll get to see a Scott Steiner entrance in the Royal Rumble?
Oh,
Yes,
God, no.
please.
I want that.
There's a
but
guy.
if that happens,
all of the squads.
if it happens, you're gonna have to push the new button that I told you to make.
I will. I will have that ready. Actually, I have it downloaded and shit, so.
Yes.
Now, thank you to our friend Joey the Lazy One for that very awesome and accurate statement about Woodrow Wilson believing all men are created equal. Now, let's go back into the chat and see what is up. So Xavier to God says, okay, Xavier, remember, like I said, folks, any wrestling super chats are going to be read during the wrestling segment, which we're getting really close to because it's the Royal Rumble this weekend, folks. I've been watching a lot of Rumbles this week.
Oh, yeah.
Xavier to God, the Royal Rim Job. That'll be next year's t-shirt. Xavier to God says, Jeff, have you pre-ordered Resident Evil 4 yet? No, sir, I have not. I have not pre-ordered any games. The way I operate right now is if it's on Game Pass, I'll play it. I pay for Game Pass. I got the Xbox. It's kind of what I do. And my favorite games tend to not leave Game Pass. So like Halo 3 or the Master Chief Collection, Gears of War, a lot of good stuff sticks around. So I don't really feel the need to buy many games. That being said, I do own Resident Evil 2 and 3 on Xbox, and when Resident Evil 4 hits a pretty fair $20 price, then I'll go buy it. But I'm going to wait a little bit.
That's how I feel about Deep Rock Galactic. If it leaves Game Pass, I'm going to lose my mind and then get my debit card and pay the $30 to buy it.
Well, you know, there are some games that are worth that.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of games that are worth that, actually. Folks, tell us some of your favorite games in the chat. We'll read them on air. Joseph Bienowicz says, hail, WCBS, driving tonight. Good times, great laughs. Random button, please. See you next week. Hail to all fellow mods. Oh, hi, Dion.
Oh, hi.
My fucking man.
Well, since he picked a random button and he said, oh, hi, Dion.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
We need to watch that movie again, goddammit.
A little bit more love in the world.
We can watch it as soon as you want, Nick. I mean, not right now, but, you know, within
okay. Don't tease me, goddammit. Don't tease me.
Right, meow?
Yeah, Jeff's like, whenever you want. I'm like, right now. And he's like, no, not right now. I'm like, God damn it.
Not right now, babe. Not right now, babe. I mean, later.
I don't call Nick babe. That's you, bro.
My man. You know.
Oh man, this is a great episode, folks. Remember, we're getting closer to episode 400.
I'm glad I'm not that close to Jeff. That'd be weird.
Listen, you're close enough. Don't think it's because you ain't in shooting range and I ain't gonna come get you.
God damn it! Don't say shooting range to me, damn it.
Nick, we rode that roller coaster together. That's as close as we've ever been or will be. Honestly, dude, the movie
God
theater
damn it!
seats...
I was so fucking high.
That's your takeaway from the day. I mean, so was I, but fuck, man.
No, I just remember having a wonderful fucking day because you know, life was good and you know, you're always high in life, and I was just like, because me and Dan were like, we're running together. And it was once again, it was like the best fucking thing ever. I was like, God damn, today's a good day. Today's a real good day.
Yeah, buddy.
You should have wrote an Ice Cube style rap about how good that day was. You just didn't think that.
Let me type it into Chat GPT, see what I can get.
Do it seriously. Do it now and read it on air. If you want, do it. Send it to me and I'll read it on air, just like Ice Cube.
Oh god.
We'll talk about Korean Jesus and shit.
Korean Jesus.
Hey, that's gonna be
my
next
God.
week's button. We're gonna have some 21 Jump Street buttons.
Oh yeah,
God,
I
dude.
like it.
Oh my god. Such both those movies are fucking hilarious.
Agreed.
Can we please get that cut of Solo? Can we get that cut of Solo? I would kill for that cut.
Fuck that. Can we get that 21 Jump Street Men in Black crossover that was
You
getting
shut
all
you
the-
shut your mouth. You shut
It's
your
called MIB 23.
That would have been the fucking shit. Are you kidding me? Oh my
You know, that is my number one answer for what is the greatest movie that never got made. That. Seriously,
Yeah.
I don't care about an alternate cut of Star Wars. I don't care about an unmade Bond movie. I don't care about some bullshit lost Kubrick film. I want to watch 23 Jump Street meets Men in Black because it would have been Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones, and those two motherfuckers from Jump Street. And if you've made two great comedies, two of the greatest comedies, and one of them is the greatest comedy in like a decade plus, how are you not going to follow up with that? Oh my god. And you know Will Smith would have been trying to show him up for who's the funniest dude in the room. It would have just been, and then Tommy Lee Jones would have won because he's the funniest dude in the room. We just didn't even realize it.
That's true. It would do it. Yeah, that is a failed, and like the thing is that they now, like, it was in their little leaked like fucking memos or whatever. They still should have gone through with it. It's not like anybody would have been like mad that they would have been like, oh yeah, we're gonna still move forward with this project even though it's been leaked or whatever. It's like nobody would have fucking cared. Nobody would have given a shit.
Nobody wants it's not about the surprise of the product. It's how the product is. It's like half of these movies. You know, the guy and the girl get together at the end. You want to see how they get together or how they kill Michael Myers this time. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Evil dies tonight.
God damn it. So did my faith in Blumhouse.
He's now Blumpkin House.
Oh god. Well, I mean, he did make a lot of money off of Megan, and I love now that in with Blumhouse and like A24, they're doing the exact same thing now, to where like if the movie makes a certain amount of money, they're like boom, part 2 greenlit, it's happening. And I'm just like, what?
Megan was a chess bot on chess.com like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? That was the advertising that I saw for that movie.
Okay.
I beat the shit out of her in chess.
Oh, good. She deserves it.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently that movie made a certain amount of money, and they announced part 2 like is happening already. I'm just like, I'm glad they're smart enough to make movies for a certain amount of money, and they have a threshold for like part 2, and they have it like like in the books. I like that. That's good for them, but I don't know, man. It's weird. It's just strange. Like that's the thing that they keep announcing every now and again.
Well, I mean, I'm always happy when the horror genre is kept alive, and I liked Megan enough that I would recommend it to people, so good. It's going to be interesting because you know how companies love to try to revive a failed product. That's what we're going to watch. A company that, well, I don't want to spoil the movie for you folks. Go watch Megan if you want. You might enjoy it. Yeah. So Georgian says, Kendo.
Yeah.
Search Chinko Machine on YouTube. That's what the game was called.
Whoa. It is a Chinese American machine, sir.
Don't you mean pachinko? The little
Whoa.
balls?
That's Chinese American. Jesus Christ, you people.
Sorry, but Chinese American.
Hey,
What do you mean, you people?
You
know damn well what I mean. What I mean by that, you racist.
All of us here on the show.
And it was just Martin Luther King's birthday.
Right.
God damn it.
He had a dream.
I'm sure there'll be some.
Did you not see the wonderful statue that was made in his honor?
Oh, the one that looks like a giant cock. Yeah, I saw it.
There was somebody doing something with one, but yeah, I saw it. I wouldn't have paid for it.
It was a Riley Reid statue.
Oh,
I'm like,
good reference.
Thank you,
But anyway,
Dion. I like
back
to
to
think of myself
the
as a culture
Chinese
fan.
American machine.
What was that, Jeff?
Back to the super chat though. There was the game you described. It was called the Penis Machine. Also, search for Human Tetris.
Damn. I already saw the what was it? The Hood Olympics. So is that something like that?
The Hood Olympics.
Yeah, man. When they were fucking doing a bunch of crazy bullshit, and then there was the crate thing, the Hood Olympics, which was just painful to watch. So many broken spines.
Ooh, nothing was better than the Space Olympics, the year 3022.
Yeah.
All the air has run out.
And someone who will not be named accidentally hit self-destruct. I know every word of that fucking song.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing.
Great
on that
album.
entire
Fucking, yep. Great album.
It's a great album. I thought the second one was just as good, if not better. Turtleneck and Chain.
Yes. Well, yeah. They're both dope. Absolutely.
But that third one was dog shit.
It
Fuck
was
the Lonely
terrible.
Island.
Like I don't think Hillary and I got through half of it.
So Dan would buy those the first day they came out, and he'd go, "Hey, let's go somewhere." And he'd put the CD on, and we would just tend to back when gas was cheap enough to just drive around for fun, back in the pre-Mad Max days.
Pre-Mad Max days.
And so we would drive around in Blitzkrieg and listen to The Lonely Island. And when the third album came out, we were like, "Look, The Lonely Island's the shit. We're gonna go down to Kentucky. We'll drive. We'll listen to this whole album. We'll go to a specific Cracker Barrel. We'll make a day of it." And the CD sucked. And we didn't want to listen to it for much longer. It was, God, they should never make another one.
I mean, if you do make another one, you better go the Eddie Murphy route. Like, listen, we need to take this shit seriously.
And party all the time?
Hell yeah.
Party all the time. Is that Eddie Murphy's greatest contribution to society, or is it Beverly Hills?
Oh, clearly, yeah.
It's
Party all the time.
Definitely party all the time. Yeah, I mean,
the fact that he did not get a Grammy was bullshit.
What the fuck, America?
He was robbed
Oscar
so hard.
civil right, more like Grammy, so not Eddie Murphy. What the fuck?
Correct.
Well, don't worry. We're going to talk about the Oscars in a brief way in a moment, but because it's a funny thing. So Georgian again says, if you like more clips like the dick clip, search Gaki no Tsukai. Personally, like the ones involving the Muay Thai kickboxer doing the punishment.
Jesus.
You guys remember in the first Jackass when they fight the female Muay Thai boxer and she whoops their ass?
By they, you mean Ryan Dunn, and yeah, she just beats him into drinking and driving his car.
Damn,
that's how that went, right?
Damn.
2001 Jackass the movie
That
comes
was
out.
spicy. Holy shit.
Oh, jeez.
I think my tongue's on fire.
Excuse me, that was 2002. Yeah, that really hurts, dude. Did I ever tell you? Well, I've told you this. I don't know if I've told this on air, but if you go back and watch the Ryan Dunn Memorial Special, you will see some artwork by one young Jeff Hicks. Yes. When he passed away, I got to send him a memorial piece. I was a fan.
You should have sued him for likeness rights.
What do you mean, for using the art?
Yeah, like y'all used my art without my permission. I
signed a
change.
consent form.
Well, tell him you did it under duress.
I don't think Dick House Productions has that much money.
Somebody's holding a gun to his head so that he can draw something and enter what is it, a contest or memoriam or whatever?
Yes.
Hey, there are way more frivolous lawsuits in this country than
That's
that.
fucking true. That's
That
fucking
is
true.
accurate.
Jeff does that. I guarantee you, Dick House is gonna be like, "Fuck it, give him $50,000. We don't have time for this shit."
Folks, if you want to help me right the wrongs of Dick House, go to titsandart.com. Get yourself a copy of the most beautiful book out there. It's shipping right now, and a lot of people, including one Miss Ninja Julian, has his copy. Ask him what he thinks. He's very excited.
Also smash that thumbs up button. The more
Yes,
you
folks.
do, the more people will find us.
Yes, and the more people will be able to find out about Wokebusters and all of our awesome projects that are changing the world of entertainment. Guys, I love the story. I can't wait to share it. You know, if Wokebusters... There's a lot of food in Wokebusters. We're very well acquainted with the donut shop. Kendo, normally Kendo's my favorite character in the two stories we've used, the WCBS guys. It's tied between Kendo and Nick this time. Nick, I don't know.
That's all right. That's all right.
He's like you're very much the you from Stealing Solo brought into the world of Wokebusters, which is perfect because it adds so much. But
That's
Nick is
because
like
the me from Stealing Solo is me.
Yeah, I know how to write you guys very well. Nick, you're just this scientist who is one part Egon and one part I don't know, one part Chevy Chase from Fletch. So
okay. So I'm just the snarky smart asshole. Gotcha.
But you're like legitimately like smart. So like you do our tech, you do our stuff. But in the scene in the comic where we all like. You know the woke scene? I've talked about that one publicly, right? Where we all get woke and shit together. You have the best line in that too. I'll read it to you off air, man.
Right.
But Dion, I'm sorry you've been oppressed in the comic.
Well, this is bullshit.
Oh no! This time around, you're in the beginning and you're great too. Like at the end of in the climax, it's hard not to write you all the action lines because it's like There's a part where we split off.
Because I'm a man
teams
of
of
action
two.
in real life.
I love. Okay, so basically, Dion is the Bill Murray of the group. Gotcha.
It's weird. Dion and I both fill Bill Murray, but I'm clearly Dan Aykroyd, Ray, but I'm also like a little bit of the Bill Murray role, and Dion's a little bit of Bill Murray, and then a lot of Dion as well. Like, you may look at a white woman in the comic. Who knows?
I mean, it's got a lot of us brothers in trouble. I ain't scared.
Well, there in the book we buy when we get the building from the real estate agent. I originally drew it as like, oh, the real estate agent's hot. We look like as the joke, and then like we'll take it. It's perfect, and it was originally me, and I'm like, wait, this works better if Dion does it, because when you check out the mayor of Portland in the story, it bounces back. So, folks, there's a little more tidbit information of Wokebusters. Make sure you guys go to wokebusterscomic.com and check out the art that's there. More stuff is getting announced, and more stuff will be revealed. It is an epic. And when I mean epic, like Stealing Solo was a fun 52-page comic. My first time out, I did 52 pages. This time we're at 80. That's why there's been delays and stuff. It's taken time, but you got to do it just right, because you only get one chance in life, and Wokebusters, folks, we're going to hit it right out of the park. So, if you want to get yourself a first edition copy, you know what to do. Be like Darian217. Be the first person. Well, you can't, because everybody backed every tier. I just remember he's the first guy to back the 2016 Ghostbusters edition. Folks, if you hate that movie, you can get yourselves a copy of the book that makes fun of that as well. Now, Adama, thank you very much for your generous super chat. Adama says, hail and good evening. Fuck, Marry, Kill, Video Games Edition. King of Fighters, Capcom vs. SNK, and Soul Calibur.
Damn.
I don't know any of those.
I gotta kill King of Fighters, marry Soul Calibur, fuck Capcom SNK.
I'm gonna marry Capcom versus SNK. I'm gonna fuck Soul Calibur, and I'm gonna kill King of Fighters.
Soul Calibur is the only one on that list that I know that I've played, so I'm just gonna marry it and call it a day.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Xavier to God. Here we go. 3 Star Wars Jedi moves. Fuck, marry, kill. Lightning, Force Choke, and Force Push.
Ooh. Goddamn. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and kill Force Choke, because if you got Choke or Lightning, you don't need the other one. I am marrying Force Push, because that's just an OG move, and I am definitely fucking Force Lightning, because how is that not the coolest fucking thing in the world? Got a problem with me? Zap, bitch. Sit down somewhere.
I mean, those are excellent choices.
I'm fucking force choke, because if I can choke a bitch from across the room and I don't really have to do much, that she'll like that, and I can go do something else. It's fine.
Damn. One of the fucking Wachowski siblings over here with all this sex.
Hey, the fact that you didn't think about that is kind of sad, Dion. Disappointing.
Listen. I'm Force Lightning motherfuckers from across the room. Shut up, bitch. She's with me.
Yeah, I will fuck Force Choke. I'll marry Force Lightning. Force Push is okay.
Yeah.
Because you can like fucking finger taser a motherfucker long enough to where he dies. It's fine.
Don't tase me, bro. God, I missed that. I will let Kendo go.
I will kill Force Lightning, because that's way too obvious if you're using it. I will fuck Force Choke, and I will go to some restaurants and have some fun. And then I'm gonna marry Force Push, and then I'm gonna go to the Grand Canyon and have even more fun. A lot of selfie opportunities there.
Oh my god, 20 people all slipped on one banana. Who the fuck knew?
Axel Foley.
Standing there. It was a windy day. They should have known better.
It's a windy day. I love it.
So I will marry. Oh, hold on. I'll do that one last. I will fuck Force Lightning, because it's a fun party trick that I would definitely show off. I will kill Force Push, and I will marry Force Choke, because I will then become the world's greatest assassin. That's like, look, get me in a room and I'll kill anybody you need. There we go. I think what I would do, I wouldn't really kill people. What I'd do is if I found out I had this power, I would
Not
go to
really.
I would go to WrestleMania and I would fuck with the wrestlers in the ring. Like seriously, like if John Cena was wrestling, I'd make it really hard for him to breathe, and then let it off, and then be like, what the fuck is happening, and just have to end the match. Like,
Well, also if you have forced choke, like you said, you could be like the best assassin from like far away and just make a bunch of money too. Like no evidence ever,
Oh, God,
no thumbprints, no nothing, just from across the way.
Well, that's
I
why
think
force
what
push works out really well too. The only problem is like you're always in the area where all this shit happens.
yeah, but that's really not going to be too
That's what
much of a
disguises
problem.
are for. Especially when you get your footing, you can afford some fake documents. You know what I'm saying?
You get dragged into the FBI office. Sir, there was 20 people that died at this fucking cliff today. You were there. You were at this one last week where the same thing happened. And this one, I was not at that cliff. You are mistaken. You're looking for some Puerto Rican guy. You're right. You weren't there. Looking for some Puerto Rican guy.
Wait, aren't you that Puerto Rican guy on our Facebook group?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Wait, no, Jeff, I am not. You are mistaken.
Oh, fuck, I love this job.
Me too, dude. Thursday's my favorite day of the week. Xavier to God says, "Fuck, Mary, kill." Michael Jackson songs: Thriller, Beat It, and Billie Jean.
Oh shit!
Fuck you.
I know. God damn.
It is difficult.
Shit.
Got
I'm
it.
going
Thriller.
I'm marrying Thriller. I gotta marry Thriller.
Fucking Thriller.
Yeah.
I'm marrying Beat It because it's in Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah, and the
I'm
Cafe
going
Angels.
Cafe
It's
Angels.
always morning in America.
Yeah, and I'm killing Billie Jean because I've never really particularly cared for that song.
Really? Interesting.
That hurts me too.
That hurts me a little bit, but fuck.
Yeah, I'm with Dion. Got to marry Thriller just because like the song and the whole
Yeah.
thing. It was a cultural movement.
Everything
man.
about it, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh fuck. Is it? Oh god, I'm going to kill. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna kill, Beat It, and I'm
God damn
gonna
it!
You're fucking
fuck
fired.
Billie Jean. I gotta fuck
I'm
Billie
gonna,
Jean.
I'm gonna fuck
Because
Billie Jean and kill.
Is
Beat
as
It.
awesome as Beat It is. If I'm gotta choose, Billie Jean with every step he takes and everything he touches lights up. Like I just, and then it's the fine chick at the end, and with I just that gives it just an edge over Beat It. And I'm sorry, but I gotta kill Beat It. Oh, it hurts so much.
Now
I will fuck Beat It and then kill Billie Jean.
Right. Now, if it was the In Living Color parody, Little Billy with Tommy Davidson, we're marrying that one. Everything else goes down.
God damn it! I still need to send you guys your fucking copies.
Do what you want to do, and do it quickly because we love that show. I will fuck. This is hard, but I will fuck Billie Jean. I will marry Beat It, and I will kill Thriller.
Damn.
Because I enjoy all of those songs immensely, but I argue Beat It's Michael Jackson's best song. It's a crossover hit. It's got great music. It's got a great video. It's got everything you want, and it's kind of funny to watch.
Yeah, no, it is.
By Weird Al.
If someone were to tell me they thought that was his best song, I'm not going to argue with it. They're all, I mean, that
These
motherfucker
are all
has three
good
of the
ones.
greatest. Yeah, agreed. He has three of the greatest songs of all time.
Now, if you would have put Bad on here instead of Billie Jean, that would have been easier to throw Bad out. It's like, fuck that song.
Or
Fuck
Remember
that-
the Time. Yeah, I love Remember the Time, but compared to the other two,
Yeah. Dirty Diana's a good song too, but I'm not going to pick it over Beat It or Billie Jean.
Amen to that.
For as much as I enjoy all of these songs, I've never owned a copy of Thriller in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah, I own Michael Jackson History Volume 1, which features, essentially, it's Thriller, the album, with a couple songs from the 90s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was the only Michael Jackson thing I've ever purchased in my entire life. I wasn't a big fan, but folks, I should get the Michael Jackson doll for the collection. I think that'd be a fun addition.
No, you should. No, my parents love that shit, dude. Like we had the Crazy Collection and a bunch of other stuff. I think they had one of his earlier albums, one of his first solo albums. They had that
Off the Wall?
in the house. Yeah, Off the Wall. Yeah, that was what it was.
Because doesn't it go Off the Wall and then Thriller?
Yeah, because I mean there was a significant amount of time.
Yeah, that's a great 1-2 punch though.
It is, dude. It is.
And then what was it? The rest of the 80s until 1987, and then Bad comes out, and it's all before we were even alive.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, at least us, Dion.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Xavier to God, thank you very much for that. That was an awesome one, folks. If you can send in more Fuck, Marry, Kills that make us actually question a lot of stuff, including reality, we love those the best. So.
Yeah, I remember as a kid listening to a lot of "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough" and then "Rock with You." Those are the ones I kept hearing as a kid.
That's a great Rock with You is a great song.
That is a good fucking song, dude. Oh yeah.
Every time I hear "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough," I think of Rush Hour 2.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm Michael Jackson. You Toto. Tito. Toto is what we ate for dinner last night.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? I saw the Jeremy Piven scene where they go into Vegas and they're looking for suits.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude, so fucking hilarious.
Fucking young Jeremy Piven. That motherfucker was always losing his hair.
I was about to say he was always bald. He's like,
Motherfucker got SummerSlam wrong, and then he ain't never recovered since.
The Summerfest.
Well, he also apparently also got Me Too'd as well. So,
wasn't he dating Kelly for a minute?
Who wasn't?
That's true. I was watching that. Well, I'll say that for the wrestling segment. Remind me to bring up Vince McMahon at the 2006 Royal Rumble. That's all.
Okay.
So, moving on to Georgian, he says, Nick, you're thinking of the Nuclear Boy Scout.
Yeah, that's a story of the Boy Scouts who got a bunch of. We're talking about that in the chat. Where he got a bunch of what is it, smoke detectors, and used the radioactive material in them to make a bomb.
Oh,
but he ended up irradiating like himself, the shed he was using, and then like he irradiated such a large area that Nest came in and detected it. That's how bad it was.
Was he a YT? Because if so, that's why he's not on any watch list. He got away with that shit.
No. 100%. He is that.
Oh, that's why there was no repercussions for those actions.
Yeah.
I've just never heard this story. Now I need to know more.
No, the movie Manhattan Project, with John Lithgow, where the kid makes it as a science project. That's kind of off of that movie. I mean, off that true story. Off that true story. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch it. Did you know that Doc Brown worked on the Manhattan Project in the Back to the Future history lore?
Yes, because I've read the comics.
Good, because Back to the Future probably has the best ancillary material of any property ever.
Dude, those comics, man, those comics are so fucking fun. Oh my god, dude, they're so much fun.
Fuck Amazon.
It's a good problem to have.
Free time on my hands. Back to the Future comic book on the bus.
Because like one of the questions I remember reading the comics and answered the question that I didn't have, which was like, how did he get the train? And then it's like, oh, this makes sense now.
I love Back to the Future so much. Have we done commentaries for every one?
No, we didn't do 3. I don't think.
You know what that means? We have to do all of them because if we do 3, we have new perspective.
Well, listen. We have to do all of them because of the space-time continuum. We can't.
Right. We can't fuck it up.
Yeah, we can't fuck it up.
And we're not chickens, dude. We're not fucking chickens.
No, we're not.
Scram McFly, I'm cutting in. So, folks, we'll put that on our Patreon this quarter. All right, Kendo. So, Georgian, thank you very much. Darian217 says, how's the viewership from India now versus China?
Probably better.
Yes, we've always had a better viewership in India than China.
Wow.
We've had single digits in China. We can see
Jeff,
the numbers.
you can get on Amazon a paperback replica of A Match Made in Space by George McFly.
I'm going to buy one before I get off air. Holy shit.
I'm linking it to you. It is $11.99 right now.
Holy shit, is that cheap?
Novel.
There you go.
No, that's happening now too, man. I'm doing that shit right now too. I should,
now,
but
Nick,
I'm doing it.
Don't con me. All right, make
Fuck
sure
it.
you get a copy.
Buy now. All right, it's being shipped to me. It'll be here between February 1st and the 2nd.
Oh, nice.
I can get a copy of Gray Sports Almanac and Tales from Space. What the fuck? And Fantastic Story.
Yeah, you
God
better.
damn it! I'm backing up.
All right, Dane.
Yeah, there's Great Sports Almanac for $13.99. Let's go ahead and add that to the cart.
Wait, hold
Let's
on.
see what
I can also,
happens
get,
when
I,
people
I
give
can
me
also get the
money.
handbook for the recently deceased too. Come on now.
Oh shit! Can you give me a copy of Ooh La La while you're on there?
Ooh la la!
Ooh La La. Marty in Part 2 is great. I mean, Marty McFly is just a great character across the board, but God, especially in that one, when he gets hit by the fucking door.
Yeah, dude.
By other Marty.
I laugh at that every that, and then when he first, well, not when he first, but when he goes to the principal's fucking house, I laugh at those two parts the same every fucking time, 100%.
The one part that always makes me laugh and it's awkward is when he accidentally goes into that black family's house and the girl pops up and the dad just busts in with the baseball bat. We ain't selling.
I'm in the wrong house.
Makes me...
That's so like dark but still funny.
There's a Michael Jackson Thriller poster on the wall.
Happened.
I made a mistake.
You damn right.
Let's see, $43.96 is my subtotal. Go to Kurt.
Oh Jesus, he bought all of them.
Yeah, I got Tales from Space, the Fantastic History magazine, Great Sports Almanac. The only problem is those figures only go from 1950 to 2000, so it's gonna be fucking useless to me for betting on shit because I already know.
Not if you got a time machine, Kendo. Let's talk later.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody have any plutonium or know where you can get some?
At any corner drugstore.
You know what? I think I'm gonna have to send this to Brandon because I don't want this showing up here and having to explain why I bought these fucking prop books.
Wait, are there nothing? There's no words inside, right?
I don't think so. I think they're just books to put on your shelf that look like the ones from.
You know what you do? You just tell her, look. Say it's a school book and don't ever read it in front of her. Just put it on the
I
shelf.
had to have this for Texas Tech. Okay, the Sports Almanac is about the history of the Red Raiders.
There you go.
Match Made in Space. It's my literacy. I don't know. Oh, it's a science fiction thing because I'm in the STEM field.
There you go.
Boom. There you go. Be done.
George McFly is a genius.
We are going to send this to the Bruce Sexico then.
Perfect. We helped Kendo come in on there.
I'm going to change it from the debit card because she sees that to the credit card that she doesn't know I have. That I have specifically for these things.
Well, Kendo, you'll have to review those.
You were
books
but a
on
Padawan,
Patreon.
but now you are a master.
The circle is now complete.
There you go.
So, let's read a few
All right,
more of these.
order placed. It's coming.
Let's read a few more of these, and then we're gonna get on with the wrestling segment because it's the Royal Rumble, folks. Here we go. From TLJ Screwjob says, "Fuck, marry, kill. Rock, just bring it. Black Trunks, Rock concert. So favorite Rock looks. All right, that's easy. You go, Dion.
Marrying Rock concert, fucking the Black Trunks, and then getting rid of what was the last one? Yeah, just bring it.
I will fuck Black Trunks. The classic looks the best. Marry, just bring it because that's always awesome. And then kill Rock concert because I don't give a shit about Rock concert. I'm a Rock fan that doesn't like Hollywood Rock.
Nothing wrong with that, my man. I get it.
Next, we have Xavier to God says Rick and Morty hasn't been good since season 3 or 4. There's a lot of shows that haven't been good in a long time. They haven't made a good episode of King of the Hill in like 10 years.
Well,
damn shame.
Episode of King of the Hill in like 10 years.
So there's a reason for that, but okay.
Yeah, that show was perfect.
Shipping. Can I get it all shipped together so I don't have to get like multiple boxes?
Yeah, there's an option there.
You might have to wait, depending if it comes from a seller.
I'm fine with waiting. I just want to get it all at one time. Let's see. It's a delivery on the 20th.
Here we are. Xavier to God has another one. Dion, you'll like. Fuck, marry, kill. Wolverine suits. X-Force, yellow and blue, or brown and gold. So Tiger Stripe, brown, or X-Force.
Oh my God, I'm fucking brown and gold because that's my favorite.
All right, order
one.
placed.
I'm marrying classic blue and yellow, and I love X-Force. I do, but I gotta kill it. I mean, it looks dope as fuck. I think I'll eventually get that X-Force Wolverine figure. But yeah, I'm fucking brown and gold, and then marrying the classic. Definitely, 100%. No hesitation whatsoever.
I'll marry Tiger Stripe, Jim Lee style. Fuck brown if it's drawn by like John Byrne or Buscema or some one of those guys, or Miller. And then X-Force is just dying by process of elimination, not because I think it's a lesser suit. I own the.
It's the newest one, yeah.
You know, it's not even about the newest for me. It's I saw it last of these three, and so in my mind, Wolverine has a very specific look, and X-Force is not that. Like, as a kid, I was like, oh, he's yellow. That's cool. And then when I would see him in the brown costume because of the arcade game, at first it took me a minute to realize it's just a superhero with a different costume, because I was young enough that every other superhero I was reading had one look. Like, yes, Spider-Man had McFarlane draw him, or Begley, or, you know, Alex Saviuk, but it was all meant to be the same suit, just a different style. But Wolverine, you know, even Batman back then, only the toys were different. If you read the comics or watched the show, he always had the same suit. So that was why my brain operated the way it did as a child. Now, this is a fun one from Breadman Productions. We are with you, man, but you're up next, sir. Xavier to God says, and this is the fun one, that 90s show is too family friendly, and I don't know if it's me, but every time they have a main character of a show have kids, why is it always a girl?
I mean, you know why.
Yeah, I was saying, you could say it out loud if you really want to, or you can just think it in your head, because it's the same answer either way.
Yeah, it's it's just that's the hot commodity, baby. That's the flavor of the month right now.
Well, the one thing I wanted to say about this specific super chat is about that 90s show being, the main characters all have, well, the kids, like Kelso has a son who's equally stupid, which I enjoyed. I actually find that 90s show as good and as bad as that 70s show. And I'm coming from a very specific place because I love that 70s show. I've watched every episode minimum 5 times, and it's not exaggeration. I caught it every week when it aired on Fox as a kid. I got it on DVD, and I watched every episode through the DVD box set. I watched it again in syndication when I came home from one summer of college, and then I've watched it on Netflix 2 times. So, like, I really know that 70s show. And then I've seen countless episodes on reruns. It was when I was growing up in grade school and high school, it was like that 70s show, and then King of the Hill was on. So I watched a lot of TV.
Listen, here's what should happen. All right, the 90s show should go on for 2 seasons, and then it should become the live action Scooby-Doo show. And then I'll write it. It'll be a lot of fun.
No. Here's what you should do. The 90s show should go on for a couple of seasons, and then it should get to the year 2000. That should be the season finale. And then when it hits midnight, all the shit goes sideways and the nukes go off. It's like, oh, parallel universe, I get it.
That would actually be kind of cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people are talking about the old characters and the new characters, and I find that the old characters all feel exactly like they used to, like almost to a fault. Like Eric Foreman looks the same wig, same jokes, same awkwardness. Red Foreman is a nicer version of himself, but that's about it. Kitty Foreman's the same. Like, all of the original cast is the same, and from what I've watched so far, they're so prominently featured, the new kids are barely able to be annoying to me, because it's like every time the Asian kid says something bitchy and whatever, here comes Red and Kitty. Okay, I like Red and Kitty. So I enjoy the show for what it is in that regard. I'll review it for Patreon when I finish the entire series, but I saw an article, Kendo, comparing it to other reboots, meaning Velma and Night Court, and Night Court gets the nod as the best reboot out right now.
Well, that's because it is. I mean, I haven't watched this week's episode, but I've been meaning to. Just a little short on time, but I will probably watch it tomorrow night or Saturday at some point. But yeah, just what I've watched of it so far, it's just like totally enjoyable. Enjoy it. It's good.
And they couldn't stop showing the fucking commercials during the football game, but that didn't really piss me off, so. All right, so guys, let's see where we are at the audience, and that might be time for the wrestling. All right, a few more. Breadman Productions, thank you very much. He said, today's been rough. My grandma fell, she's okay, and had to take my dad to the ER, and had to stay overnight. I need some funny buttons to cheer me up. Well, Breadman Productions, we are here for you, my friend. You're here for us all the time, so let's press some funny buttons. Dion, pick a number for Breadman Productions.
We're gonna go with a nice and solid 13.
Oh, Bob, say it!
Oh, that's a good one.
Nick, pick a number for our friend Breadman Productions.
47.
47, got it.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Uncle Ben.
Hey,
pouring out. Pouring out.
After you're done pouring one out, Kendo, pick a number.
Let's go with 15.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
It's Mr. Flatnut to you.
Oh, that fucking midget. It gets me every time.
What is it with you and midgets, man? You just love. Like how you're broken right now.
He gets so happy with midgets.
He's like, that's a good ass question.
I was gonna say, if it's not the stripper midget gift that fucking cracks me every time, it's the fucking Beetlejuice getting fucking kabonged with the guitar. Not a big fan of their wrestling though. Like even back in the old days, whenever like the Lawler match where he had his little mini kings, and there was like it was the fucking midget wrestling match, and all the little doinks were running around. I wasn't into that.
Me neither. I don't really enjoy watching that because it's just kind of like, look, wrestling's fake and unbelievable, but when you do that, it's just kind of mean spirited. It's like, oh, you're beating up a midget. Wow, I'm not offended, but I just don't see the humor in it. It's it's like it's too one-sided in a fake sport as it is. So
Right now, if like that match was going on, and Jeff Jarrett, who I don't believe was with the company at the time when it came out, and just started blasting them all with fucking guitars, that would have redeemed the entire segment. I'm like, oh, this is the match of all time.
They would have. I would have been singing its praises, and that single-handedly would have won the Monday Night War. So Georgian, this is wrestling related, so we'll have to read it in a moment. But supercalifragilisticexpialidocious sends in $1 super chat. No message, but we appreciate you just the same, my friend. All right, so we're gonna read these just so we can do all wrestling. 3 more, folks. How would you guys make Scrappy-Doo interesting? Asks Headcase Laboratory.
You can't. Sorry.
I'd make him the villain, and he wants to kill them.
So like the first live action movie, then.
There you go.
Yeah. Scrappy was a step backwards. I think they had 2 series with him. I could be mistaken, but yeah, nobody.
He's in far too many episodes.
Yeah. I want to say there was like the Scrappy series, and he was also part of another series as well. Going into it, and it was just kind of like nobody like. I think that's the character that people like the least.
Yeah, he's the cousin Oliver of Scooby-Doo.
There you go,
dude. When I was a kid and Scooby-Doo would come on, and it was an episode with Scrappy, I would get so disappointed. Like, there's an episode of King of the Hill where Cotton's trying to watch a Three Stooges, and he goes, it's a Shemp, and turns it off instantly. When I was a kid, I was like, it's a Scrappy-Doo. I don't want to watch this fucking show.
Not all the Shemps were bad.
I agree with that.
Now,
But
Joe, that's when the show went downhill. Joe was just not good.
Oh, my God. Curly Joe's the fucking worst. I feel the Three Stooges, man, for as great as they are in terms of comedy, their story's so sad.
Oh, it is incredibly dark. It is incredibly dark. Holy shit.
Because that was in the days before those types of actors made a whole lot of money. So that's why they had to keep working.
But I mean, the fact that they had to keep working to pay for Curly's hospital because he had a
Only
stroke.
until 1952, and then he died.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it counts. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Fair.
And Shemp died in 1955 during, a boxing
The Great Hill
night out
Alleyway?
type.
Wait,
Yeah,
how did he die?
He went to a boxing match with some friends, and on the way home, he was sitting in the back of the car, had a massive heart attack, keeled over, and was dead.
Oh,
So-
that's really sad.
It was before he never made it to the hospital, so they didn't have to work to pay for him. But they were still under contract, so Columbia was like, "Keep fucking making shit, boys."
Pimp it out.
That's when they got fucking Joe Besser.
I feel like they did like a movie about them, about their lives, and how they got pissed off about how much money they didn't make and stuff like that. It was terrible.
Yes, it came out in 2000. It starred Paul Ben Victor, who you might not recognize the name, but he's the Greek from The Wire. He was Mo. Larry, I cannot remember the fucking actor that did. I think it was the dude from Will and Grace.
No, that's the movie, the Three Stooges movie that he played them in.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know Paul Ben Victor. Yep, I know that guy. He's been in a lot of shit. But yeah, I remember that. I remember watching it with
Michael Chiklis was Curly and did a very good job.
Yes, I remember that. Yep, I remember that one now. I do. Yep. Yeah, it's just called The Three Stooges. Yep, 2000. That's
Yep.
it.
So, folks, it's a made-for-TV movie, but check it out.
It was actually really good, and like, he plays. I guess he plays Curly in it or whatever. No, he plays Mo. Sorry, he plays Mo, and it's. I think he's like the last one alive, and he had to deal with all of it, and it was just like heartbreaking. Him finding out all this stuff about how the studio like royally fucked him over and his friends, and like him trying to do something about it, and it was just it's just terrible.
The Fine Brothers.
Yep.
Treated finely.
Well, the only one of them was a fine. The rest of them were all horrible. We're not going to get into it because I could talk all night about the
Yeah, but let's not do that.
Do you remember Stooges University on Turner Classic Movies?
Yes.
That was fun. I just loved the little in-between bits.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen was fucking fantastic. It was the first time I ever actually got to see the football episode. One of their very first shorts was on that. It was there because they were going to run it all of them in order. And my dad and I just pretty much blocked off the whole week, and we're like, we're going to sit here and fucking watch everything until Shemp comes out.
Nice.
Even though this is dumb, one of my favorite Three Stooges bit is they're working as cooks in a kitchen, and they're like, we need an order of chicken soup. And he takes a raw chicken, pours boiling water over it, and serves it. That's not how cooking works, but I'm willing to give it a try. Nick, will you try my chicken soup recipe? I heard it's
sure, man. Yeah, if I want to die of fucking salmonella, okay.
I put enough salt in it, you won't even notice.
The boiling water is not going to habitate salmonella. It's going to kill it.
Hopefully.
It's just going to taste like water.
Oh.
Now, folks, you have on the screen in front of you the Royal Rumble. You also have a Fuck, Marry, Kill for Miss Ninja Julian. This is the hardest one in history, so I'm not even going to answer that, Miss Ninja Julian. Alexander Daddario, Kat Dennings, and Jennifer Connelly? Ooh.
Damn.
It's like those are my favorite actresses for different reasons. But we'll talk about that on another show. We'll say that for WCBS After Hours over on Patreon. Folks, it is time to talk about the Royal Rumble. We are just 2 short days away. I still can't believe, guys, that pay-per-views take place on a Saturday. I'm not over that.
Yeah, I don't like it very much.
No, me neither. It's different and weird. But this weekend is the 2023 Royal Rumble, and the WWE has been through some interesting turmoil lately. Ever since the summer where Vince McMahon stepped down as CEO, wrestling has been in an interesting place. It's so interesting, in fact, that 2 weeks ago they were talking about selling it to the Saudi Arabian government. So the WWE had a banner year in 2022, and 2023 is off to a bang, and now we're getting ready for our first premium live event. Let's start off with some Royal Rumble predictions. Dion, who do you think could win this year's Royal Rumble?
Oh, shit. With knowing what's going on, I think that Bray Wyatt has a very good chance to win the Rumble. I think that's something that a lot of wrestling fans would want. I'm not confident in it because, depending on who's running the fucking show come April, they may not do what wrestling fans want. But I do think that Bray has a really good chance to win the Rumble this year.
Kendo.
It's got to be Cody. I mean, they've been building for Cody to win the Rumble. That's been the whole story. After he got hurt, then it was like, well, he'll be back in about 9 months. The Rumble was in 9 months. It's like, oh, okay. Ideally, I think it'd be better if Sami Zayn won it just because of the storyline that's going right now. That would add intrigue. But if I have to pick who's going to win the Royal Rumble from the men's side, Cody Rhodes.
I've been hearing that a lot. I'm going to guess surprise entrant. Somebody that we don't expect to win the Rumble is going to win. Like somebody that's not even around. I'm not guessing The Rock or anything like that, but I'm going to guess surprise entrant. Somebody like, holy shit, didn't expect that. It could be something as stupid as John Cena, to be perfectly honest. But I'm literally picking surprise. Nick, would you like to guess one? I know you're not as up on the product, so I don't want to leave you out, but I also don't want to bore you.
Reagan by a landslide.
Oh, good. It is 1985's best Royal Rumble. So let's see in the chat. We got some people that are guessing Cody. A lot of Codys. Mostly Cody Rhodes, their predictions for the Royal Rumble. I won't be mad if he wins the Rumble, but I don't really think he has much of a storyline with Roman Reigns. And I get it. The Royal Rumble is where you'll build the storyline. But, I will be disappointed if the Sami Zayn story ends at the February pay-per-view. If that's the end of the bloodline angle and all that. Like, Sami Zayn is one of the most entertaining parts of wrestling right now, so keep him around. I don't use the phrase, he deserves to be in this main event. Like, people say, oh, Cody Rhodes deserves it. Doing what? Having 2 matches and getting injured? Fine. I don't think so.
Well, one of your favorite podcasters, the Solo Monster, his prediction is that KO is going to lose. If it somehow or another, Sammy's going to end up in Elimination Chamber and win that, or have to go up against Roman or something like that. And eventually, just the bloodline thing's going to turn on Sammy. KO is going to save him, and the two of them are going to team up to take down the Usos and win the tag titles.
That's what I agree. I
like that booking.
Yeah,
I don't want Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn as world champion necessarily, but I want them to get that resolution to that storyline because that's it's been months.
Yeah, I agree with him. I did see that too. You gotta remember these WrestleManias right now are they want to do the box office thing. Sammy or Kevin winning, that's a summer blockbuster type deal. But for WrestleMania, they want it to be relevant, and I think it's either gonna be, like you said, Jeff's gonna be surprise entrant, or we all got worked by this bullshit with The Rock.
I would be the happiest if it's The Rock. Like, believe me, that's what I want. But he's too old. It's bullshit. And to be honest, after the Black Adam situation, how like all the hype around that and the bad result,
that really could have changed it. And you guys know wrestling. You two know wrestling. And Nick in the audience, for those who are not that familiar, things happening in the real world 100% can affect the original ending to a big match. And if Black Adam broke records, I think we're having a much different conversation.
Yeah, I think The Rock's probably going to stay out of the public eye for a minute, but I was so disappointed after all the build-up to Black. I mean, look, I never thought Black Adam was going to be an Oscar winner, and it shouldn't be, but I at least thought it would be decent, and it wasn't. And so I think The Rock's brand has been tarnished, especially been tarnished for me at least. And like, there's nothing he was going to do at WrestleMania that actually would live up to the hype. Look, I love his promos. I buy his action figures, all this shit, but at the end of the day, you're not around anymore to be awesome. It's like popping up to cut a promo just isn't enough. Like, you got to do like Chris Jericho does. Either reinvent yourself and stay around forever, or when you do come back, do something amazing and make people take note. So that's my way of growing out of it. Well, put it like this: I haven't grown out of The Rock being my favorite wrestler. He just isn't The Rock anymore, so it's over. So, who do you not want to win the Rumble? Like, let's pick a prediction of somebody that if they win, you're fucking pissed. Nick, if you can think of somebody, obviously let us know. But Dion, who's somebody that you think shouldn't win the Royal Rumble?
Fucking Brock Lesnar. If Brock Lesnar wins the Rumble, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm fucking gonna be done. I've said that a lot, but I severely stopped watching wrestling when Bianca got beat at SummerSlam in 30 seconds, whatever the fuck it was. If fucking Brock Lesnar loses the Rumble, it's good. Remember when the Lions lost by the Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary and I lost my shit on air? It's gonna be worse than that. I swear to fucking God, if Brock Lesnar wins the fucking Rumble, dude, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah.
Is that your schedule?
I was gonna say John Cena, but The Rock also works in the exact same. Or not The Rock. Brock works for that one too. If Brock Lesnar wins the Royal Rumble, it's gonna be this. Yeah, because it's fucking Roman and Brock yet again at WrestleMania. Here we go. Cena, I'd put Cena in that category too. I definitely do not want to see Cena versus Roman at WrestleMania. I don't even want to see The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania because you know what's going to happen. Roman's going to win because Rock is not at this point in time ever going on another title run. So I'll just say that. Just in that, it's even in that order: John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Rock.
I would be pissed if Brock Lesnar won. I forgot about him being even a thing, but yeah, that was the main event of WrestleMania last year, and it fucking blew. Roman Reigns, Triple H blew. Any of these Roman Reigns main events. I know there's a lot of Roman Reigns marks on the internet that want to go, oh, the bloodline, respect, all this shit. It's like, I'm glad you're into it, man. but like also live through it like we did, where we went. Nick, you went to WrestleMania 33, where Roman Reigns fought the Undertaker, and how bullshit that was.
Oh no, that was entirely, that was such bullshit. Yeah. It was so fucking crazy. But also, like, I mean, I wouldn't want it to be Brock. I don't want it to be Roman. I don't want it to be John Cena. I also don't want it to be, I don't know, I think that's about it. That's all the irritating motherfuckers that don't want to win the Royal Rumble for sure. Anybody else I think I'd be okay with. Yeah, I'd be fine with anybody else. But that's not gonna happen. They're gonna have it's probably gonna be fucking Roman Reigns is probably gonna win the Royal Rumble. Some shit like that.
Well, he's not in it, so that's not going to happen.
Okay, so I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Although he could be. There was that one year where they totally fucking screwed us over because Roman fought Kevin Owens in a shark cage match and lost. And the number 30th entry at the Royal Rumble, everybody's expecting like Samoa Joe or somebody really cool. And here comes fucking a Samoan named Joe Anoa'i. Here comes fucking Roman Reigns in the number 30 spot to set up the Undertaker versus Roman Reigns WrestleMania match. It was like, God damn it.
Yeah, man. I am 100% in the camp. Black Adam not doing well. Change the Rumble 100%. And you know, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying the Bloodline thing too. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying Roman Reigns, but you cannot have him do. You cannot do him and Brock again. You can't. Do it. This isn't the NFL where you're like, hey, we want this, but like you have to come up with something good. It's fucking WrestleMania. You know, this is the beginning of your road, the official beginning to the road to WrestleMania. You know, this year, all the shit going on, they can't afford to fuck it up, which means that the WWE is going to fuck it up because they've done it multiple times, especially, oh my God, the last fucking, 15 years. How many WrestleManias have changed? But yeah, I just you can't do it. He has to lose. He has to lose. You can have him win it at back. I can live with that, but it's WrestleMania. You have to have something exciting happen.
Especially if you're going to sell the company. You know, you got to go ahead and think it's WrestleMania ever.
Yep. If you're trying to squeeze as much as you can out of NBC, it has to be good. And you just cannot do Brock Roman. Even the casual fans are tired of that shit.
What do you guys think of the talk of Stone Cold possibly fighting Roman Reigns in the rumor mill?
It's not going to happen. No. That last year was fun, but Stone Cold cannot keep up with Roman. He can't do it.
Nope. I want to remember Stone Cold the way he was, not the way he would be now.
Yeah, even though that match he put on last year was damn fun.
That was a perfect match for him, though. The fucking street fight where him and fucking Steen or
Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Steen's what he was before.
Yeah, I was gonna call him Ring of Honor name.
Yeah, you're going old. You're going way back.
When that's exactly what that's what Stone Cold can do right now. Him and Owens just brawling around, and no one's gonna complain about fucking 53-year-old Stone Cold Steve Austin beating Kevin Owens. Even Kevin Owens wasn't gonna complain about that shit. It was the happiest peak of his career. He even said so himself. He main evented a WrestleMania with Stone Cold Steve Austin. So with that said, I don't need to see Steve Austin in a title match. I don't need to see him on a title run. I don't need to see any of that shit because it's the modern time. It's not 1999.
Well, I would like to see Stone Cold in a capacity at WrestleMania, but not fighting. That match was fun, but let him cut a promo, let him open the show, let him do something, or bring it. Yeah, you don't have to if he doesn't have to be around. It works better in Texas, but especially with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is too different of a beast for Stone Cold to fight. That'd be a terrible match.
Yeah.
Now, who do you got winning the Women's Royal Rumble?
Asuka. I think Asuka's the smart choice. If this is where, she's back. Yeah, I gotta go with Asuka. It's either Asuka or you say fuck it and you put the strap on somebody else. I mean, they're in the corner right now with Bianca in Charlotte, and you need to have. I mean, you can't have. I mean, I guess you can technically do Becky Lynch and people will still buy it, you know. But I think that's too stale. Yeah, either you're doing Asuka because she got shafted before COVID and they shoehorned Charlotte in, or you're fucking picking someone else to go into the future because you just can't keep beating the same fucking drum that you've been beating for the last 2 fucking years. You just can't do it.
Yeah, I could see Asuka winning it, then taking the title at Mania off Charlotte, just to lose it at Backlash so Charlotte can be a 15-time champion.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what's going to fucking happen.
I'm going to guess Rhea Ripley just because she's relevant.
That's also
a good one. But they're trying to ring her in with Dominic so much now. I that's the smart choice. And this is WWE we're talking about, so they're probably not going to do what you just said.
Yeah, actually, I was going to say that too because she's probably one of the only females who's actually capable of actually putting on a good show. Yeah, I mean she does a damn good job of being very convincing and stuff like that, and she's good at what she does. But like you said,
bro, dude, just calm down.
but like Dion said, like that'd be the choice that would make sense, and this is WWE, so
exactly.
They don't do that. Let's talk a few more things in the wrestling segment. Like, guys, what are some of your favorite Rumble moments? They don't necessarily have to be, the elimination by Kofi Kingston or whatever, or any of those crazy over the top moments. But like for me, one of my favorite Royal Rumble moments is in the 2001 Royal Rumble pay-per-view, Jericho versus Benoit in that ladder match, where Benoit does a diving headbutt out of the ring, and Chris Jericho chair shots him, and Benoit stops midair and falls directly down. Like
you can see the CTE.
Yeah, it's hard to watch.
Yeah, man, that's a great fucking moment. I gotta go with, the Kane head shake when he got. I think that one was the 10th elimination, and it's just him in the middle, and he shakes his head no. Like I think that's probably my favorite. And then another one is the as far as wrestling fan, when Punk Dolph Ziggler and he goes for the GTS and he turns into a Fame-asser. Like for whatever reason, I love that title, and I love that spot. That's just one of my favorite spots. At least in terms of newer spots, I should say.
Anything, Kendo?
I'm trying to think.
Well, if you want a minute, I'll bring up. I love the I Quit match. Yep. That's one of my favorite matches of all time that takes place at the Royal Rumble. It's one of the darkest moments in WWF history because it's one of the few times you watch somebody legitimately get the shit beat out of them in a match that shouldn't have happened the way it went down, but it's the match that makes The Rock a convincing bad guy. So I like that match. It's important to that story. Plus, The Rock Mankind feud is one of the best of 1999.
I mean, if we're saying 1999, I think it's the best. I mean,
over Rock Austin.
Rock Austin's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love Rock Austin '99, but just like it like Rock. Mankind. I mean, that was so great. It made the Rock and Sock connection first time and reuniting huge deals just because of that Rumble and just him fucking him up. It's God. I think Rock Austin 2001 is better than 99 just because I love Rock Mankind 99 so fucking much.
Kendo, you thought any moments?
I mean, when I was a kid, I hated it when they killed The Undertaker and he ascended to the heavens. I was fucking pissed because I was a huge Undertaker mark.
How long was he gone for?
He was gone till SummerSlam because they even had Leslie Nielsen and fucking George Hamilton on the case. Fucking police squad shitting that. Had him chasing down leads to find The Undertaker, and then Ted DiBiase brought out his fake Undertaker. And even 11-year-old Kendo was like, there's no way that guy's the actual Undertaker. That guy doesn't have the fucking Grim Reaper tattoo on his arm. He's too short. See, I wasn't even that stupid to buy it. Although the picture of the Undertaker in front of the Taj Mahal was always something I thought was fucking hilarious because it's like, why would this guy go to the Taj Mahal dressed like that? probably hot there.
Same reason why Will Smith went. Spiritual enlightenment.
I don't think the Undertaker was there for spiritual enlightenment. Plus, he never got slapped by somebody, or he never had his wife cuck him out on like live TV.
That's also true. That's also true.
But yeah, I hated that with a passion. He came back at SummerSlam. I was all excited because I'm like, yeah, the real Undertaker's come back. I was pissed because he was wearing the purple, but that's grown on me as I got older. I was like, you know, it doesn't look too bad, especially considering that after he went away, he came back as a biker. So, speaking of that, Dion needs some assless chaps.
Yeah. Yes, folks. Didn't Undertaker American Badass just show back up this week on Raw?
He did.
He was on 30, yeah.
I watched Raw for the first time, and fuck, I don't know, a couple years at least, maybe 3. I can't even tell you the last time I watched Raw, but I watched this one because it said Raw is XXX, and I'm like, that is a great marketing gimmick because everyone's going to be interested, but no one's actually going to buy the fact that you're going to put live hardcore pornography on TV. So,
wait, Edge didn't actually have sex?
There was no sex celebrations, no.
I love
but after the first hour, the show kind of went downhill.
I do love when the picture of that was up and like a lot of parents are just like, no, I'm not gonna let my kids watch that. I'm just like, in case you can't count, it means 30, but okay.
Yeah, it's like they.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they ain't showing that on TV.
Not yet.
I loved it. Yeah, we're almost there. We got slap fighting. It's just. What's the first sex TV show? Is it just called Fuck? And it's just people.
Yeah, there you
for
go.
20
There you go.
minutes?
Yeah, it's FVCK. That's what it is.
Sign me up.
Super convincing argument, actually.
I mean, we're in the valley. Let's, Nick. We were already going to make our fortunes a certain way. Let's go. Let's fucking do it, man. Let's fucking.
Well, you know what? We'll make our Velma parody. The one I've always wanted to make. The one I've had. The one I fan wrote when I was 21. We'll
I'm a little worried, but I'm also excited to be a part of the project. I just want to put that out there, though. I'm going to learn a lot about you.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. But like, how in do you want to be? Do you want to be like producer, or do you want to be like talent? Like, how are we doing this?
Can both be an option? Because I mean,
yeah, man. Yeah, you'll just get double credited. That's all it is. It'll be fine.
That's all. That's the only double I'll get. Okay. No double D's. Darn it. How accurate is your film going to be? Because never mind, Velma. We're not talking about Velma.
Oh! You want to be accurate? No, I'm just making the fanfic I wrote, years ago. That's it. Yeah. I don't know about accuracy. I don't know.
She's got to just look accurate. That's all.
Yeah, that's it, man. As long as we can get some white girl with a big booty and tits to wear the same colored outfit in the same kind of way, we'll be fine.
Nick, it's going to be so difficult to get women in cosplay costumes. Oh, shit. We can make the announcement, though, on air. I didn't tell Dion or Kendo this, but Nick knows. Folks, I will be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo this year. I got my table confirmation. So I'll be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo this September. The dates are September 24th through the 22nd, 2023 at the Duke Energy Convention Center.
Did you say the 24th through the 22nd? Like you're going to get there and go backwards 3 days?
I'm going to be there for over a year. I'm not leaving.
Hang on, September 22nd through the 24th. I might be able to swing that.
You should, because we'll make it a WCBS event, guys. Like we said, folks, some of our conventions are being dicky about getting back to us. So what did I do? I went to other shows. I'm going to keep going to other shows because I want to take artwork and meet you guys and move forward. God damn. I
just want to go to Skyline.
Dude, I thought of Skyline yesterday. Do you cook? Well, you cook. Why am I asking you? Would you like me to send you a packet of the chili mix where you can make Skyline at home? Yes. I make it all the time. All right.
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, I got one out here. I usually get it from my mom. I'll just send you one and have her mail me more.
That's fine. Do that, and then I'll get some hot dogs and some shredded cheddar cheese and make a fucking good old day out of it.
There you go,
all
man.
you need is the seasoning, ground beef, and 1 can of tomato paste, and that's
it. If you get it to me soon enough, when the Filipinos come over for the Super Bowl, it'll be like, "Hi, we're having chili dogs." No, we're not eating any other bullshit that you guys are going to cook. We're eating chili dogs.
I'll make sure you get that for the Super Bowl because
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, dude, I'll do it. No problem. It only takes a couple days to get there from state to
Kendo has no problem with Indian food. When it comes to Filipino food, he draws the goddamn line.
Most of it's okay. It's just that you get it so damn much. Dude, it was to the point where the other day she wants the kid's birthday party to be American food. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? She's like, we went to so-and-so's birthday party and it was all Filipino food. And my friends and I were talking about how every time there's a party, it's always Filipino food. I'm like, well, number one, now you know I don't go. And two, can I get this in writing? Because I feel like I'm going to buy a bunch of hamburgers and like just like have some like really awesome like barbecue cookout thing at the end of April. And then I'm going to get hucklebucked like I did before. And I'm going to end up having to eat like 10 cheeseburgers, green chili cheeseburgers over the course of a weekend. Not that I'm upset with that, but at the same time, it's like, that's a lot of fucking cheeseburgers to eat over the course of 2 days.
Listen. If you get hucklebucked, you give me a goddamn call, sir. All right, I'll help you eat those fucking cheeseburgers.
Like, Nick, dude, the kid's birthday's this weekend. And wouldn't you know who won the pony? Not me. Because I got all this fucking cheeseburgers, I got these ribs, I got these baked beans, these tater tots, all this stuff that I was told was going to be the kid's birthday meal. But no, we have to have pancit and denaguan and all these other fucking things. So
if that for real happens, I will bring 2 bottles of whiskey. We'll eat the food, we'll drink, and we'll have a good goddamn time.
Yeah, I'll buy one of those big fucking recreational tents. And I'll just be like, Nick and I are not coming in the house. You guys do whatever you want. The two of us are just going to sit back here in the yard where it's like 70 during the day and 50 at night. And we're just going to get completely shit-faced and eat all this green chili cheeseburgers and these tater tots and all this other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say this with me on the show and not let me come over.
You can come over too.
We didn't say
10 cheese. All right, cool. Yeah, 10 cheeseburgers for 3 people's fare.
Yeah. I got the green chili. I roasted the shit myself. It's in the freezer. I did not fuck around this year. I'm like, Last year I fucked up. I did not realize that the chili season was only 2 months. So no, I'm going and I'm buying a big old fucking box and I'm going to barbecue these motherfuckers and they're going to be frozen and I'm going to have plenty to eat throughout the year.
One of our listeners is big into chili season, and every time it pops up, I see him canning and doing all this crap.
Nice.
Well, you know what we'll do one day is we'll do a WCBS branded salsa.
Dude,
Kendo's
I'm in,
recipe.
Dude, I make a 4-pepper salsa that people love.
Ooh, I'm down with that. I'm totally down with that.
We're just going to basically get everything we're good at and make the WCBS version of it, and then we'll all retire on a beach and collect 20%.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dion, we're sending your kids to school. Kendo, we're sending your kid to school.
Well, he doesn't have a
everybody's going to
choice.
school.
He's
Yeah.
going to school. I'm going to
Everyone's
treat
going to
him like
college
I
for
was
free.
treated. Yeah, I'm like, listen, motherfucker, I had to go to college. You got to go to college. In fact, you got to go to college and do better. I settled for an education degree. You're aiming higher, motherfucker. And if you don't, I swear to God, I'm going to disown you.
I'm excited to pitch how fun college is. It's like college is the greatest time in your life.
I'll be like Biff, except for the problem is I'm actually married to his mom as opposed to married to his mom, but it's not my kid. Be like, you keep it up with me, I'm going to cancel all your credit cards. You can settle it with the bank. Dad, I don't have any credit cards. That doesn't matter. Okay. Go open some credit cards, and then you can settle it yourself. God, why do I have to think of everything around here?
Bunch of buttheads. Now, we have one more... I have another Royal Rumble related question, and then we'll move on to some more stuff. But who are your favorite Rumble winners? My favorite's obviously The Rock from the year 2000, but outside of that, I really enjoyed, Shawn Michaels winning back in the day. I don't even mind when Triple H won in 2002. It's the only time it made sense for that dude to actually win the big match.
Right. I enjoyed it when he won it in 2016 because it meant Roman Reigns didn't get to keep his title. But
yeah, but
that's a good point. But that's Triple H.
Yeah, I also know that he was going to be getting it back at WrestleMania. I didn't realize how fucking terrible of an adventure it would be. But at the time, I was satisfied with AJ Styles debuting and Roman Reigns leaving without a belt. But yeah, Austin all 3 times it made sense. I was happy that Bret Hart won it in 1994. I was not happy that he had to fucking win it with Lex Luger. Shawn winning it from number 1 was really cool, although it still begs the question of what's the difference between number 1 and number 2. There really isn't. They're the same. They're theoretically in the ring the same amount of time. Didn't Edge win it like a couple years ago, and that was kind of cool?
Yeah.
So that one's on the list too. So we'll go with that. Yeah, those were always fun.
So Edge is a 2-time winner. Stone Cold holds the record with 3. Triple H won it 2 times. Who else won it 2 times?
Roman Reigns wins it 4 times.
Ugh. Roman Reigns in 2014.
Hogan's won it twice.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he won 90 and 91, which 91 was bullshit. Mr. Perfect should have won that. And he was supposed to win that, but it didn't work for me, brother. There's too many black people in this rumble. I mean, I should win this rumble. Yeah, no, Hogan won it 90 and 91. That was before like a title shot was on the line. They didn't do that until 93.
Now, are we all on the Sol Monster camp of 92 Rumbles the best? Because I'm sure as shit not.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say the best. I mean, I'd say it's top 3, but that's a lot.
I don't know if it's the best. It's one of the best commentated Rumbles because Heenan is just on fucking fire that Rumble. If I had to pick a best Rumble, gun to my head, it would be the second Austin win.
Oh, 2000, or sorry, 98.
Yeah.
That's a good Rumble.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick an odd one for my absolute favorite. I think the best Royal Rumble is the 2002 Royal Rumble. I think it's the best.
Really?
I think it has the best surprises and the best, like hands down, it is the most. I watch it all the time. It's the most consistent Royal Rumble. It has most wrestlers have stories. They continue their stories in the Rumble. Those stories continue post Rumble, and they're all. And the thing is, the talent in the ring. You got Mr. Perfect coming back. Your last entrant is a surprise, or second to last entrant is a surprise entrance of Goldust. Like there's so much going on. Sorry, Goldust was 2006 as the second to last. He's in the 2002 Rumble as well. He returns at that. I mean, the 2002 Rumble just had like Stone Cold, Undertaker, Triple H, Kurt Angle. Those are just some guys that are in the Rumble. Like it really is just awesome from top to bottom. So that's my favorite.
A pretty good one. I'm trying to think of some other 2-time winners actually. Orton's won it twice. Cena's won it twice.
Orton won it twice?
Yeah, because he won one in the mid 2000s, I think. And
he won 2009. I was there.
Okay, well, he won 2009 and he won 2017. I think he won the one where Roman Reigns came out 30th because that set up the fucking weird match with Bray Wyatt and all the bugs on the fucking screen.
I thought Shinsuke won that one.
Shinsuke won the one before that. Or no, he won the one after that because that was a WrestleMania 34 because we were at that one. Well, I was at that one.
I pulled up a list. Wrestlers with the most Royal Rumble appearances. Would you like to hear this?
Yeah.
All right, so
number 1.
The Great Khali with 9 appearances.
That doesn't sound accurate at all.
Well, let's do it like this. We'll do this because the number 9 is important. So these wrestlers all have 9 Royal Rumble appearances.
Okay.
The Great Khali, Viscera, Sheamus, and Triple H.
Well, I'm going to go out and make a prediction right now that Sheamus is going to have his 10th appearance. Triple H will not have his 9th appearance. The 10th appearance. Great Khali will not have his 10th appearance. And Viscera for fucking sure is not going to have his 10th appearance unless it's as an apparition.
I would say, are you willing to bet money on that?
Yeah, I would actually. Because Sheamus is going to wrestle. Triple H is never wrestling. And I don't think he can without risking dying. Khali, if the Royal Rumble's in like fucking Mumbai, maybe. But that's the only way that's going to happen.
Dude, he'll just walk on the street and go to it. That's it.
Yeah. But Viscera is never going to be in another Royal Rumble again, and you can take that to the bank.
Money in the bank?
You're not wrong.
Oh, yeah, totally. I will bet Dion's 401k on it that Viscera is not going to be in another Royal Rumble ever.
Now, Rikishi and Mark Henry are both tied at 10 appearances. Shelton Benjamin has 11, as well as Chris Jericho, The Undertaker, and The Undertaker. Big Show, Shawn Michaels are tied with 12. Goldust, The Miz, Rey Mysterio are all tied at 13 appearances. Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton are tied at 14 appearances. And Dolph Ziggler has 15 appearances. And as we said at the beginning, the wrestler with the most Royal Rumble appearances is Kane. He has over 5 above the next number. So Kane has never won a Royal Rumble, but he probably has the most eliminations. Not in one match. I know Roman Reigns took that over, but if you do
most of one match.
Yeah, but if you do overall, who's won the most, who eliminated the most people from the Rumble, it's got to be Kane. It's got to be Kane.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I would say that because there. Now, what was it? The one that was it the one that Roman won in like 2014, where him and fucking Show were just him and Show that were just dumping everybody fucking out of the ring?
Yeah,
he didn't win that year. That was no, that wasn't the same year. That was 2014 was the year when everyone was on board, and then Batista won the Rumble. It was 2015 where Roman Reigns
the Rumble
was
that
house
Ken was
and no one
talking
gave a
about
shit.
is the one, the Roman won. He just got the year wrong. Yeah, 2015.
Oh no, I think you're talking about because the year before everyone was on board with Roman Reigns winning in 2014. We were all going, "Come on, Roman Reigns!"
Yeah, that's the one that he should have won. That's the one that we would have been okay with, and then he didn't win that one, and we had to go through the entire year being pissed off about the Daniel Bryan situation, and then fucking mad about the Roman Reigns Uber push, and so. Yeah, you fucked up, Vince. You booked the wrong winner for the wrong Rumble, and you should never have booked Bautista to win that one because we were excited when he came back. Well, I wasn't, but people were excited when he came back, but nobody was excited when he won the Royal Rumble.
No, and the match the match he was in was great because of Daniel Bryan. If it would have been Randy Orton versus Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30, what a
probably would have shot myself.
Seriously.
But, we were there, Dion. Miracle on Bourbon Street. What a great day.
I know, right?
So, folks, those were our Rumble predictions. Those were our Royal Rumble conversations. If there's anything else Royal Rumble related, please send us in a message.
Mm-hmm.
Now, guys, we will check in the Super Chats in just a moment. I wanted to ask you 2 things. First off, have you heard about how one of the TV networks wouldn't allow them to have a Jay Briscoe tribute? If so, what do you think of that?
It's bullshit. I mean, obviously, it's everything that's gone on, and to not do a Jay Briscoe thing because of that, that's just terrible. That's just disgusting.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I mean, come on, it's like anytime in wrestling when someone dies, it's accepted or expected to do a memorial piece. I mean, hell, they do memorials so quickly. Look what happened with Chris Benoit, and that's not a joke. He died on Saturday. Sunday they didn't know what's up. Monday they do a memorial to the guy. I mean, it always kind of goes hand in hand with wrestlers, especially the way
Tuesday they do the retraction for the memorial for that guy.
Oh, God.
They do, and they never bring it up again.
Nope.
Rightly so. Vince McMahon and company rarely handle tragedies and crises the right way, but just saying, hey, moving on real quick, that was fine. Also this week I wanted to bring up, they announced the cover star for WWE 2K13, and it's the Brappa dude. Yeah, you can't see him.
It's going to be a blank cover.
Do we still have the John Cena button? Let me see if we do. Oh, yeah.
God, do we?
I believe we do. Yes, we do. In honor of
Hold on. Remember, we've gotten in trouble for this before.
Then I will not press it, thank you, because I don't want to get it.
I'm just trying to remind you. There's the reason we don't do WWE stuff is because they're assholes.
Here, we'll just do
Oh, 5 seconds! Oh, shit!
Fair enough.
Just as good. No, but John Cena's going to be the cover star of the new video game. I think the games, even though they took that year off between 2K20 and 2K22, the games aren't really evolving at a rate that's enough for me to continue the excitement. Like last year, I got excited. I bought the game. The graphics were great. The DLC was pretty solid. But then they've lost so much of their Legends roster, and they've also just haven't added a ton of new features this year. So what I'm trying to ask you guys is, will anyone here be buying the new wrestling game?
I don't know. I think I'm going to wait a little bit before I make the decision. But I mean, it's a possibility. But I don't know.
We're now old enough to where the legends that they put in the games are just like regular wrestlers that we watched either as kids or like adults. So I don't get excited by retro John Cena and retro Randy Orton because I remember before they were even there. So it's a weird time to be a wrestling game fan because everything that the people on the internet are nostalgic for, I just realized I'm too much older on them. So
Yeah. No,
Good point.
I will not be buying it. I do fully intend on buying the AEW game for extremely childish reasons.
I mean, it's on Game Pass, so you could just play it for free.
Never mind. I will not be buying it. I will be downloading it when it comes out for childish reasons. I plan on having a fatal 4-way match, if that's a thing, and just beating the shit out of Kenny and the Fucks as much as possible.
Oh, I thought you were going to fight Nyla Rose.
Maybe. But I'm definitely going to spend most of my time just doing the same thing I did the last time I bought a WWE game, which was made a creator wrestler that was like a fucking beast. I think he was red and he had devil horns. His name was Beelzebub. I felt so happy about myself in creating that wrestler. And I just beat the shit out of Roman Reigns a lot. And I plan on just spending all my time just beating up fucking Kenny and the Fucks.
So you got to get this game for your Switch called Wrestling Empire. It's like an N64 game, but it's more recent, and it's the most fun, but it's chaotic because the graphics are crazy, the gameplay is over the top, and like you can light people on fire, you can throw dynamite at them, it's crazy.
Oh my god.
This sounds like a good time. It's kind of like that Super Blood hockey game I bought on Switch.
Let me get you some screenshots of it because also it rips. It's on Steam as well. It's got a oh my god, on Steam it has a 10 out of 10 rating with 1,173 reviews. I didn't realize this game was worth it or well loved. But the thing I love about it, and Dion and Kendo, you'll really appreciate this, they use real wrestlers' faces and only slightly alter them to make them to not get sued. So I'm trying to think of a good example. I'm trying to get a screenshot. Here you go. The Usos look like this. Even though they're not called the Usos, you can change the name of the wrestlers too, and they become them. So you got generic versions of the Usos. You got generic versions of Stone Cold, Goldust, you name it. They flat out just stole Triple H's face. It's just a picture of Triple H. Oh, and dude, the crowd is the best part because the crowd is made up of Vince McMahon and the British Bulldog and all of this shit. They flat out just rip everything off. And it's wonderful. You guys got to play it. It was $12. And it's worth every penny.
That's not bad.
I feel like I'm going to have to. For no other reason than just beat on fucking Twinkle Toes and the Fucks.
They're in there. Here's the last thing I'll show you from this game, guys. If it's going to actually load up. I guess not. It was going to be Stone Cold, Bret Hart, and Brock Lesnar. Thought you guys would at least appreciate it. Oh, here we go. I found the picture. Tell me this. I mean, how are they not getting sued for this? I'm glad they're not. But, I mean, look at that. That's clearly Kurt Angle, Triple H, and Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And guess what? They constantly update the game for free. So give it a shot.
Awesome.
It's one man, too. It's one guy.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. Yeah. That's really impressive.
And I got it on a Nintendo
Wrestling
Switch.
Empire?
Yeah, Wrestling Empire.
All right.
Gotta play it. It's you can break in during the wrestlers' entrances, meaning when they walk out, you can let them walk, or you can control them during their entrances, and you can do all this crazy shit. It's like No Mercy on crack. All right, so let's go back. We're going to look for these wrestling super chats to make sure that we did not miss anybody. First off, Johnny1718 Bravo says, my money's on Cody! Well, there goes Cody Rhodes. Let's see if he wins the Royal Rumble. I'll be very happy. Actually, I won't be very happy. I'll be content if he wins, but I won't be surprised. Shrebbles08 was not next. Sorry, we're reading the wrestling one. Up next, we have Xavier to God, who says, name your favorite wrestler who should have won a Royal Rumble, and which Rumble do you think they should have won?
95.
For me, it's Kane in 2001, 2003, and 2011. So you say Owen Hart should have won in 1995?
Yes. It would have made the Bret Owen storyline even better.
Dion, what about you?
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Which wrestler should have won a Royal Rumble, and what year should they have won?
Ooh, I mean, Daniel Bryan, and he should have won in fucking 2015.
Fair. I think Daniel Bryan should have won the 2014 Rumble. I would have been on board with that. 100%. Up next, where are we at? Xavier to God, thank you for that. We have a lot of good questions tonight, folks. So let's see. Next wrestling-related one was... let's see. Sorry, folks. We're getting through these. Fuck, Marry, Kill. WWE edition from Sejorjan. WWE Smoking Skull Belt, Hardcore Championship, and Spinner Belt.
Kill the Spinner Belt.
Yep.
Fucking the Hardcore Belt. And marrying the Smoking Skull Belt.
I'm 100% on board for all those. And there's also a request for this.
Jam
And we're good to go. I've also been alerted that GoldenEye has been released early, so bye. I'm joking, folks. We'll finish the shot. Don't worry.
I'm not. I'm going to get my fucking controller now.
All right, Xavier to God. Oh, sorry, Headcase Laboratory. There's a couple ones we have to read, too. So, TLJ Screwjob let us know that for him, he would marry Beat It, he would fuck Billie Jean, he would kill Thriller because it's spooky.
Okay.
The dilemma thickens. Headcase Laboratory asks, which is better, DC animated or Marvel animated? I'm gonna go DC animated.
Yeah, I'm gonna go DC animated
DC
as well because
animated
I watched what is it, Flashpoint Paradox, the animated version. It was fucking good. It was really good. I watched a couple of them recently over the Christmas, and I was legitimately surprised they were actually quite good.
Give the book a read if you like the Flashpoint Paradox movie. The book is way better.
Okay.
A little deeper, too. And I suggest you read the Batman spinoff. It's wonderful.
Nice.
Xavier to God, thank you very much. He says, fuck, Marry, Kill, The Rock, 2000, 2003, and 2012. Well, I'm marrying 2000 because that's The Rock's best year. Fuck 2012 because I was there when he beat John Cena. And I guess kill 2003 because I don't like Hollywood Rock.
Fuck Hollywood. What were the other two? Classic Rock.
2000 and 2012. So, WrestleMania 2000
Oh,
Rock
yeah,
and WrestleMania 28 Rock.
Yeah, kill 2012.
Sorry, Jabroni.
Well, Jeff, it's got to be out because the 64 Switch Online thing is it's updating right now.
Ooh. Aurora Uplinks, thank you very much. President Joe Biden called 26-year-old Brandon to say thank the California man for disarming the Monterey Park shooter suspect over the weekend. I was not aware that there were any calls made. I heard about the event because it's not too far from me.
Yep.
It was messed up, and well, there you go. Shit.
Asian people be wildin'. They better not fucking come here.
Okay, Kendo. All right, buddy.
Oh, there's something new to play, Jeff.
What?
GoldenEye 007. I'll send you a picture.
Xavier to God, thank you very much. Favorite Red Foreman foot in your ass scene? Easy. I'm going to kick your ass so hard your nose is going to bleed. That's my favorite Red Foremanism. Hands down, that one stuck with me.
It's a good one.
Also, even though this isn't a foot in my ass or foot in your ass comment, one of my favorite Red Foreman jokes ever is he and Eric are eating breakfast, and this is after Red had his heart attack, and Eric goes, bacon, and they start taunting each other, and he goes, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, and Eric responds with dead commies, dead commies, dead commies. Like that the humor between Red and Eric was just perfect. So I love that show.
Kind of bungee jump from the platform.
Did you just run through the level that quickly? You didn't even shoot anybody. There's no way you threw the fucking...
No, that's literally... That's the only thing you have to do on Agent, Jeff. But shit, I gotta get used to the controls.
Yeah, because the door to get the truck to go through the gate does not open in 1 minute. So, yeah, you're still playing that shit.
I am. Dude, the right stick does not do what I expected it to do. It does go up and down, but it does it not very quickly. And if you move the left stick at the same time, the gun does not move with it real well. Oh, boy.
Well, the Xbox version has a brand new control scheme developed for modern shooters, so that's the one I'm going to play first.
Oh, shit, they're inverted. I forgot to not invert them. And
you had one job, goddammit. You had one job.
Dude, why is the right trigger not working? Oh, dude, the left trigger shoots? Fuck this. But the left and right bumpers do these sights, but fuck.
Oh, just redo your controls. You'll be fine.
I'm going to have to because I can't do shit with this because I'm holding the fucking gun sight right now, and I am moving. You have to move it with the left. Oh god, this sucks.
Well, I'm gonna look. Let's finish this show because I want to go play this shit, dude. Screw you for pulling it on now. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me log in on the computer real quick on the Xbox app. I can go download it to my Xbox now from here, so I don't even have to fuck this. All right. Anyway, Aurora Uplinks is next. Willy Wonka, my favorite fuck, my great screen name, and this is my favorite fuck, marry, kill of all time. Jennifer Connelly, Alexandra Daddario, and Kat Dennings.
Oh.
They all have similar features, so it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
Now is this okay? Since you asked the question, I'm gonna change the rules. These are them in their prime, my favorite versions of them. So I'm gonna marry prime Jennifer Connelly. This is so hard. Nobody's dying. Fuck them all. Never mind. I'm not killing anybody. I'm not a violent man. What do you guys say?
I say yes.
Yeah. I say 4-way. That's what I say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's how it's happening.
I'm gonna drown in happiness.
Yep.
And tits. Aurora Uplinks, thank you very much again. Let's go, Brandon. Really happened? I gave up on the horses video happening. Also, King of the Hill reboot adaptation into Warhammer 40K universe, please. I would not want to see King of the Hill readapted into Warhammer. I don't want to see King of the Hill changed at all. If it comes back, when it comes back, I just want it to be like there hasn't been a single hiccup. It's just the next episode. I don't want to see Bobby older. I don't want to see Hank older. I don't care. I just want to see more, but nothing new like that. I don't like gray-haired Peggy or Bill's dead or some bullshit.
Yeah,
Beavis and Butthead did it right. Xavier to God, thank you very much. He just says, I meant aloe. Well, aloe to you too. Xavier to God also says, fuck, marry, kill Royal Rumbles. 2001, 2005, 2008.
Ooh.
Well, I'll marry the 2001 Royal Rumble because it's a good Rumble. I will fuck 2005 because it's an okay Rumble, and I'll kill 2008 because John Cena wins that Rumble, and fuck him.
I'm going with that one.
Aurora Uplinks, thank you very much. I've been watching your old videos on The Last Jedi with Mahler and WLD. It's rather amazing and amusing. You guys praise Marvel and lament Star Wars before ROS. Fun times. Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, fun times indeed. I actually listened to an old episode of the show this morning, episode 194, when I was working on stuff.
Wow.
And it was us. It was from October of 2019. I wasn't in the mood for Halloween. You were in the mood for Halloween, and we were all talking about the new Last Jedi, or the new Rise of Skywalker trailer that just dropped. Dion, the opening show is 30 minutes of you talking. Like, it's wonderful. You go on this tirade, and it's just you going on and on and on and on, and I just sit there and listen, like I did this morning.
I can dig it.
Yeah, folks, go to episode 194. This is 341. We're on our way to 400.
Fuck.
It's getting exciting. Yes, I know you just died, didn't you?
Yeah, I've never died on the dam ever in the history of the dam ever.
That's gonna be you.
Well, on January 26, 2023, at what are you, 7:59 p.m., you died.
7:59, dude. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Oh, sorry. I can't. Never mind. Other time.
Nick doesn't even have a Switch. He can't find it because he's a fucking idiot.
I'll just get it on Xbox. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to because that's just why. There's no reason I should have. I've never died on the dam ever. Even the first time I ever played it on. Fuck this game. I was so excited, and the controllers are bunk.
Aurora Uplinks, thank you very much again. Warhammer has fun game Blood Bowl play on stream. We're gonna do game streams. It sounds like we're gonna do GoldenEye sooner than we realize.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking happen.
It's a 4-player game. We got 4 bullshitters.
Oh man.
Drunk on Tacos is here. What is up, Drunk on Tacos? Thanks for all the posts I've seen this week. He says, "Hola, tu nerdos." Well, hola to you too, Drunk on Tacos. Xavier to God also says, fuck, marry, kill Royal Rumble 2010, 2011, and 2012. I have to think about all these.
Fuck. Marry 2010 since Edge won. I don't remember what happened in 2012.
Sheamus
that was
won.
Del Rio. Sheamus won 2012, and then 2011 was when Del Rio won, right?
Yeah. Ooh, I forgot about Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, so kill 2011, and then I guess fuck 2012.
Yep, I'll go the same route. Xavier to God also asks, fuck, marry, kill, Royal Rumble 2014, 2015, 2016.
Kill
Definitely
14.
Kill 2015.
Wait, no.
The answer is
Kill
they all
15.
suck.
Yeah,
That's true.
all
They all were not
I'm
good.
going with that. They're just not great Rumbles.
These are like all the worst Rumbles of the worst Rumbles.
Yeah,
Seriously.
100%.
You got the bullshit ending with Batista. You got the bullshit ending with Roman Reigns and The Rock trying to save the day. And then you got the bullshit where Triple H wins and the title's on the line. Fuck wrestling in 2016. That was a garbage year.
AJ Styles, though.
Fair. But you also got WrestleMania 32, which is fucking terrible.
Yep.
Even AJ Styles' match was pretty okay, but not enough to save the show.
True.
Here's a fun one. Fuck, marry, kill. Asuka, Becky Lynch, and Santina.
Well, you got to kill Santina.
Yeah,
she's gotta
and
go.
then yes to the other two.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. But if I had to pick...
Fuck Becky, marry Asuka.
Same. Asuka seems more fun. Xavier to God asks, what was a better moment in Aftermath? Y2J beating The Rock and Stone Cold on the same night, or Daniel Bryan beating the Evolution at WrestleMania 30? I'm going with WrestleMania 30 because Rock and Jericho, or the Jericho becoming undisputed champion was fine and good, but they fucking ruined his booking after he lost the title. Like, he was a joke champion at WrestleMania. He was a joke champion the entire time, realistically. Like, Triple H was booked. Stephanie McMahon was booked better than Chris Jericho was during the Undisputed Championship reign. So I don't think the Undisputed title's that good at, like, how Jericho's introduction is that good at all. It's an interesting story to how he wins the belt. Then the subsequent months of him as champion are terrible. He looks like an asshole at every turn. And then after he loses the belt, he's relegated back down to the mid-card for years and years and years until he quits. Like, and then he comes back years later and then gets main event pushes with Shawn Michaels. But after that point in his career, I think Chris Jericho sucked. I wasn't into him anymore. He was wearing his suits, being a heel. I met him at that point. I got him to break character, but what I should have said to him is, fuck you, you're boring. Like, legitimately, he was boring at that point. His promos were overrated. His fucking sneer that he would make wasn't that good. Like, List of Jericho and all that shit's great, but fuck Undisputed Champion Jericho. I'm sorry. The Daniel Bryan stuff was awesome. And the only thing that sucked was he got injured and had to give up the belt. Had he been able to run right off into the sunset, that would have been a great story. Because that shit started at SummerSlam and then built all the way to WrestleMania. That was a better story, hands down. You guys have any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed. I'm, obviously one of the few, but I enjoyed Chicken Shit Champion, Undisputed Champion Jericho, but he was just booked so terribly. I mean, you could have had it work where he beats Stone Cold and The Rock, and then he beats one. He wins at the Rumble, and then it's him and Triple H. Like, you could have made that work, but the fact of the matter is that when he was made out to be that shitty champion, he was great as a heel. Your weekly dose of Y2J, and the TikTok thing with him and The Rock, and then Stone Cold following him around, and like that. I think that the you sanctimonious son of a bitch, that all worked, and that was him making chicken salad out of chicken shit. I think a lot of people don't like it because it was just. Him being the transitional champion for Triple H, just, you could have made it a lot better. Making your world championship more about the Rumble winner and his wife, as opposed to, hey, here's the fucking champion, and he wants to be champion because he wants to be champion, not because he wants to get back at his fucking wife. That was just ridiculous. That's what killed it. That wasn't Jericho's fault, because I loved that heel Jericho, But in that all being said, I get it. I get why people weren't a fan of that Jericho. I get it.
Now we had one more super chat from our friend. Where was it at? Here. TLJ Screwjob. What a perfect way to close this out. From TLJ Screwjob. New Legacy Incorporated plays a bunch of wrestling games like Wrestling Empire, Fire Pro Wrestling, Here Comes the Pain, even made a vid about mobile racing games. Have to check them out. I think we should do a lot of cross-promotion this WrestleMania season with a lot of YouTubers. What do you think, guys? Other wrestling channels.
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
All right, well,
although, Jeff, we've got some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Greg Sestero is on Cameo.
Oh, shit. We should we'll go to Cameo in March, and we should then do a cross promotion with Greg Sestero where let's just get him to do cameos for us.
You can get a personalized video for $49, Jeff.
Let's do the following as a world-class bullshitters exclusive. Greg Sestero.
Well, they do have business videos for $200, Jeff, and we can count that as a business video.
Yeah, I didn't realize Greg Sestero could be bought for $200. Fuck, for $200, I'm gonna have him say a bunch of stuff. That's how it used to work. Like when you would get certain voice actors, you pay them for like a certain amount of time. And so I know somebody that had Gilbert Gottfried, and they had like extra time with him, so they got him to say a bunch of extra shit just during the session.
Oh shit! One of the fucking twins from Breaking Bad is on here. You get them to call my dad for his birthday. Great. You can get the twin is $99. Dean Norris is $400. Sorry, kind of don't feel bad about you getting shot in the desert now, bud.
Yeah.
Gomi is $95.
How much is Walter White?
Walter White is not on here. Oh, dude, one of the twins is $99. The other twin is $500. That seems a bit fucking unusual.
Yeah, something seems off.
Yeah.
We have one more message, and then we're going to put this baby to bed. From our friend TLJ Screwjob, who says, I meant break character by getting him to sign something that wasn't his. Yeah, but when I did that, he laughed. Like, he started to laugh and then stopped from laughing. So, yes, that's my Chris Jericho story. Hot Topic, 2010, Arizona. I mean, hey, you go where you can go. And Chris Jericho can get booked at a Hot Topic. So folks, check your local malls for world-class bullshitters coming soon to your Hot Topics. What is this, 2007?
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, we're doing mall tours now? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. We're gonna be on tour with Tiffany, Debbie Gibson, and the New Kids on the Block. We're gonna end with at the Mall of America, where we open for BTS.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
What would we even fucking open? Like, if we were legit hired to open for them, what would we do?
I don't
Party
know.
all the time. You called it earlier. Party all the time. Duh.
I would just stand up there for 20 minutes and say, everybody in the chat, subscribe to World Class Bullshit.
Like, I don't know what the hell a BTS is, but I know what a WCBS is. And that's why you should follow us and listen to our podcast.
And that's entertaining.
Yeah, we are the epitome of pop culture.
Apparently, there's a rapper named Kanye East, and you can get a cameo from him for $25.
That's $24.50 too much for me. Aurora Uplinks also says, here are some pesos towards hiring speakers. All right. Thank you. Get some speakers, guys. So, folks, we have had a wonderful show. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we put this baby to bed?
No.
No. Oh, dude, Kurt Angle's only $100.
Oh, shit.
I'll be at Days of the Dead, Atlanta tomorrow.
There you go, folks. So go
and all
Days of the
all
Dead.
weekend, so I'll be getting I'll be pretty inebriated, so that should be fun.
Yeah, I'll be at work tomorrow. Do not come there looking for me.
I'll be working on Wokebusters. If you have questions, I'm not going to spoil the book, but ask me questions. Love to talk about it.
Just tweet Jeff questions.
Aurora Uplink says, Baba Booey, Howard Stern's penis. I should have had that button, but I don't. But I do have this button, and I'll press it in just a moment. So, folks, thank you for watching tonight's show. Thank you for joining us each and every Thursday night. Remember, every Thursday night, we take a dump on the world of pop culture. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And if you're listening on iTunes, Stitcher, or Podbean, give it a 5-star. Not for our egos, but for being searchable in the index, because you like this content and you want to help more people find it as well, and so do we. So that's all we ask of you, folks. But I'll be back on Saturday. I got a toy video dropping. Going to have more new content. We'll be back on Saturday night with the Royal Rumble live stream, and be on the lookout for more content from world-class bullshitters. But in the meantime, folks, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com. Some of these celebrities think they're worth more than what they are.
/ somebody in the chat said we missed a super chat. I'm going to look real quick to make sure I didn't, because I'm pretty sure I went back and read them all. Yes, let's go back. Oh, wait. Wait, nope. We read it.
Ernie Hudson's on here.
Oh shit, we did. There he is.
Yeah, $195. Dude, that could be like a game that we could play on the show for the listeners. Guess that cameo price.
Deal.
Dude, Goldberg the goalie's on here. Guess that price.
$30.
Damn, $29 for a personalized video from Goldberg the goalie.
The only reason I guessed such a low price is because he had all those issues. But you know what? He has had recovery. He's somebody I'd do a business one from. Fuck it. I want to support that dude. He's coming back clean. Folks, check out, what's his name? Sean Weiss?
Sean Weiss.
Yeah, go. Everybody loves a good comeback story. We can all sing the praises of Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man, but if this dude's staying clean and trying to make a comeback, you got $29, go get a cameo from Goldberg the goalie. Fuck.
Jeff,
we should see what
how
his
much
fee
do you
would be.
think Scud Farkas would charge for a cameo?
I have no clue. How much would Scott Farkas charge?
He charges $100.
Really? Did you guys watch the new Christmas Story? Because he was the best part of it.
No.
Would you like to guess what Scott Farkas does as an adult?
Lawyer.
He becomes a cop.
That sounds about right.
It turns out Ralphie needs a Christmas tree star, so he breaks into Flick's bar to get it. And Scott Farkas is the cop that catches him. And so he takes him on this car ride home and tells him all this shit and tortures him. And then he just drops him off at his house. And he's like, hey, when you beat my ass, you really set me straight. Now I'm one of the good guys. And he like shook his hand and told him Merry Christmas. And I was like, whoa, what a fucking role reversal. So, yeah, we had read all the super chats, folks. We are all queued up. So thank you for watching. Be smart, be safe, be cool. But again, be excellent to each other.
.com. Most of the stuff still fucking overpriced.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.